I will not be defeated. No, 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 no. I will not be defeated. No, 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 no. I'm gonna wait for you guys to come here. I had to stop the other live because y'all scared me. I was like, oh, they come for me. Okay. Oh, Lord, my goodness. I am back. I will not be defeated. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. I'm gonna let y'all get in here. These people are crazy. They are seriously crazy. No, it seemed like you guys saw a policy violation, but it was still going on over here. So I don't know. So I ran in the back end. I just deleted the video quickly. I deleted the live. But I have it saved on StreamYard. So don't worry. I got it. Because see, me, I'm smart. I'm the mirror. Okay? Yes, yes, yes. Okay? Because I didn't see it. Because usually if there's like a violation stuff, it just takes down the whole thing. But oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Okay? Please. Please. Police or police or police. Okay? Whatever. They cannot take me down. God is with me. I fear nothing. Let me give people a second to get in here. Because we must resume this. Of course they're hating Val. Because they don't want the truth to come out. But the truth will come out. We don't have a choice. Okay? We don't have a choice. It's like, honestly, I feel like if, I don't know, part of me is like torn. I feel like sitting here every single day and exposing this woman until election day. Like, that's a part of me really feels like that. Like, I should sit here every day until November 4th or the 5th, right? And just expose this lady back to back to back to back to back. Because it's really scandalous. Like, it is seriously scandalous at this point. You guys, some of you guys were seeing a policy violation, like, so I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's back. So I was like, I don't know. So let me take it down. I have it saved. I'll bring it back up. I will upload it later. I'll see what it says later. Okay. But I'm like, what? You are insane. Okay. So let's keep going since we're here. No, you don't have to lie like this. It's kind of sick. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Who's going to tell him? Be quiet, Miss Lady.
Who's going to tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs?
It's now an Indian job. Let's go.
It's his same old con. His same old con.
Okay, so she's saying that Trump is running the con, right? But yet, here is her husband. Okay? Doing the same con also. Talking about what? Talking about the audacity of hope, right? You also came here, Miss Mamas, with the same old con. Oh, the hope, the hope, the hope. You people running cons. You are no better. You think the thing about the Obamas, though, compared to Trump, like if I had to talk about Barack Obama, right? Compared to Trump, Obama is a bit more polished, right? Because he's a swindler. He's up to no good. Okay, he's more polished, like he's more put together than Trump. He's more eloquent than Trump, because he's a liar. He's a smooth talker. Okay, so he's full of ish, right? And people like that. When I told you, people love liars. People don't like people who tell it like it is. People want people to lie to them, to hold their hand, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Oh, I don't have strikes on my channels. I do not. I'm very demure. Okay? I am demure. I had a strike. I fixed it the same day. Then I had no more strike. It's because I'm demure. I'm very demure. Okay? So let's keep going. I'm like, so you and your husband too? You also are running a scam or a con, whatever you call it. Stop, lady.
Doubling down on ugly, misogynistic, racist lies as a substitute for real ideas.
What is she even talking about? Racist. What racism? What is one act of racism? You got this Indian out here only targeting black people. Is she not a racist? Number two, misogynistic. He was a misogynist against who, ma'am? I was like, if I was Trump, I would start suing people for defamation.
Ideas and solutions that will actually make people's lives better. Look, because cutting our health care, taking away our freedom to control our bodies, the freedom.
So she said taking the freedom to control her body. How did she get on stage today? How did she get on the stage? Since her freedom is taken away from her. How did she manage to leave Martha's Vineyard and to show up in Chicago dressed up all expensive with almost like $2 million worth of jewelry? Like, that make no sense. Like, what woman out here does not have the freedom of her body? You want abortion to be mandated, like to be regulated at a federal level. They said no. That's not taking freedom away from you. They're saying go back to your state where you live with your people, right? And then y'all decide what y'all want to do. Because California might want something that Maryland might not want. Maryland might want something that Ohio might not want. How is that taking away your freedom? It's giving you the freedom at a state level to decide what you and your state want to do. Why should a federal government codify abortion into law? You're weirdos. People are weird. The freedom to my body. Michelle Obama, how did you get on the stage? I don't see shackles on your body. Okay, a lady's wearing like $5 million worth of diamond. Talk about she don't have the freedom over her body. Girl, shut up. You have Secret Service for the rest of your life. What are you talking about? Unbelievable. I am so sick of like rich people, especially rich Black people, trying to cosplay as poor Black people. Girl, your life is not relatable. Stop it. It's excessive at this point. I'm not Candace the second. I think I'm better than Candace. Like, what? No. Candace, like, she panders to white people. I don't. I'm not, I got to have a white audience. I don't care about that. Okay? No. I mean, if they like it, they can stay. But Candace has a focus. Like, her thing is like she says things because she needs to placate white people. So, you're not a racist. You're not that bad. That's not my concern. Because the truth has to be said. And if some people are uncomfortable, then so be it. Right? But I'm like, okay, they are instances where white people do bad things. They need to know. Okay. But it's like me, I'm not here, I gotta have a white audience. I mean, I don't mind, but it's like it's not my main focus. I just don't like people lying to people. And I don't like people lying to Black people like this. It's not okay. Like, you can't weaponize people's fears, anxieties, you know what I mean? And like turn people paranoid like this. It's not okay. Just say what it is. Why do you manipulate people to get votes for you? It is weird. Oh, Kamala is my girl. She went to an HBCU. Girl, she your girl, right? What HBCU she went to? It's not that hard to remember she went to Howard. You don't know this lady. And you know a lot of people look up to you. A lot of Black women look up to you. Like I said, she never wrote a book before. And the first time she writes a book, she sells 18 million copies. Like, to whom much is given, much is required. She's a huge influencer to Black women. Why is she doing this? It is so dishonest. She's already successful. She already has the big house. Like, my girl, you're a multi-millionaire. Do you really have to lie? You're not tired? Because everything she did was to try to show how she was raised right by her people. Her parents raised her right. They were good Black people who worked hard, and they told her to be an honest person. How is she honoring her dad right now? Because everything coming out her mouth is a lie. You have no integrity. Then you dare to invoke your dead mother's memory. Like, what are you doing? What are you even doing? My dad told me we got to be careful of wealthy people. And there you go, being worth $160 million. So what would your dad say about you? You got to have integrity. You're already rich. You don't have to lie. Like, if Trump is the liar, then let him be the liar. You have to be better than him. But it's like you're worse than him. Like, that's so gross, though. That is so disgusting to me. You know that a lot of Black people look up to her. She knows. That's why they have her on that goofy stage. Because as soon as they see her, whatever she says, they're going to go and do it. Because a lot of Black people don't have self-esteem. They need somebody to tell them who to be, how to dress, how to think, where to go, how to vote. They can't think for themselves. Yes, Kat, we're back. She don't have to lie. If you and your husband felt like, okay, it should have been a better process, she should have competed, stand on business. Don't stand behind us. So you don't agree, but now you agree because that's the cool thing to do? So you don't have integrity? Like, come on. Because this is what Nancy Pelosi wants, because Hillary wants. So are y'all people even free? It's like it feels like no matter how rich a black person is, I have to shout, Phyllis, you're free to go. You don't have to be here. Y'all sitting at home getting free entertainment. You don't even send a super chat trying to tell me how many decibels I need to be using. You don't have to be here, babe. You don't have to be here. It's my channel, and I'm doing this for free. Like, come on now. You don't have to lie. You don't have to lie. If you feel like in your heart of heart, it should have been a debate for the best of the best to win, that's what it should have been. If that's what you believe in, stay on that. Have integrity. But you change, you go, oh, what they gonna say? Oh, I'm the first black president, and I didn't support the first fake chameleon black woman. No, it's annoying to me. Have integrity. Like me, I know I'm a Trump supporter, right? I know I support Trump. But it's like when people say, oh, he's this, he's that. Okay, then you have to do better than him. No, they have the least amount of integrity. Oh, Trump is going to come over and take over democracy. We will no longer have democracy. And yet the DNC does not even follow a democratic process to give for Kamala to actually win. To just give her the nomination. Just give her the nomination, give her the money. Oh, they go behind the scenes, all the super delegates. Oh, yeah, you're the one. Nobody was there. No one was witness to it. The whole process was so opaque. We saw nothing. But yet Trump is against democracy. You people hide everything. And you exclude the people. There are 14 million people who voted in the primary for Joe Biden. Y'all woke up 2 weeks ago and you realized that he had dementia. He's had dementia for the past 2 years, right? I'm like, they're always cheating. And then she stands there knowing how much she means to most black women. She don't mean much to me, though, because I don't worship blackness. Okay? But she knows that she means a lot to a lot of black people. Why is she lying like this? What's up, beautiful?
I'm just getting my lips in.
Okay, here. How you going to get that? Put this in here first. You got to hold those hands. You going to make it? Where's Trey Trey?
What am I gonna do him?
Call your brother. No, she doesn't compete.
Trey.
Because at the root of it, right, democracy does require competition. But these people don't want to compete. They want to do marketing. Fraudulent marketing, right? Because it should have been a debate. It should have been her against Josh Shapiro and all these other people, even maybe Gavin Newsom. I don't know, right? But they should have let people compete to see who's the best nominee so that people can have conviction. Okay, like we really do trust her. No, they decided that by themselves. And now they're imposing this woman on people. Like Trump, whatever Trump got going on with the Republican Party, he actually earned it. It was not given to him. But you don't earn anything. Everything is given to you. The press is always lying for you. They cover up for you. It's been over like 2 months now. You haven't had a single interview with the press. Nobody knows what you're up to. But that's okay, though. That's democracy. That's the way you do things, right? Make it make sense. It's so shameful. It is so shameful. And to see 2 black people who have law degrees from Harvard partaking in this foolishness, in this fraud, I'm so appalled by this. Close the door for me as you go out the room. It is so fraudulent for me. You don't have to lie. You are so wealthy. You can stand on business. You can afford to be honest. But no, they go along with the lie and they all go play a part into finessing black people into voting for something that's in the worst interest. Who does this? Like she is willingly standing up there with her diamonds, leading black people into a slaughterhouse. None of Kamala's policies make sense. She's like, oh, you got to go vote for it because that's the right thing to do. You are insane. You are insane. And she sits there because her mom passed away. She want to lie on her mom and lie on her daddy. In the words of Nicki Minaj, lie on your dead mama, And you lie, then you cry, then you lie, then you cry. Probably got a big foot, huh? Get on your good foot. Just to walk up there and just lie, okay? You lie on your dead mama, Michelle Obama. That's some shameful business. That's some shameful business. If you're going to evoke the day and speak the truth and shame the devil, because I'm like, this is so embarrassing. This lady has nothing beneficial for Black people. You have seen the countless videos like the rest of us where she said she ain't going to do nothing specific for Black people. Your people, your mother's people, them type of people. Then you're going to sit here and tell us, oh, your mom would have been proud of a chameleon from the India and the Jamaica who said she ain't going to do nothing for Black people. Your mother would have approved of that. Michelle Obama, you are fraudulent. You are fraudulent. This is some fraudulent business. I had never seen this in my life. Are you people actually free? Are these Black celebrities, are these Black millionaires actually free? It seems like they all have a handler. What is going on with this? It's madness.
Freedom to become a mother through IVF like I did. Those things are not going to improve the health.
And then she wants to talk about the freedom of doing, the freedom of doing IVF. Like I told y'all the other day, right? We need to talk about the dark side of IVF. Okay? How IVF is connected to the porn industry. Let's talk about the human trafficking also with the IVF. Let's talk about how rich people use poor people to carry those babies. The majority of these surrogates, right, are poor. They are poor. How is that ethical for rich people to take advantage of poor people? So, okay, I'll pay you to host my baby in your womb. And when the baby's born, you have no connection to that baby. Let's talk about that part. Let's talk about the embryos. What do you people do with all these embryos? You throw them in the trash? Let's talk about the ethics of IVF. Is it even ethical? No, but I'm like, one day people will make documentaries back to back to back to back to back and expose the dark side, the underbelly of this whole IVF industry. It is some sick stuff going on, you guys. They do weird things. They have all these embryos. Like these people go in there and they make custom babies. You get to pick the baby's eyes, the feet. You can design a baby. How is that even ethical? It's like the way you place a custom order for furniture or for a car. They do the same thing for a human being. And did you know that the majority of people who have IVF, right, they cannot have a vaginal birth. They have to have a C-section or they might perish. It's like, what is it about IVF that people have to have C-sections to deliver their babies? Make it make sense, right? There's a lot of things about IVF they're not telling. They only tell you the good side. Oh, look, they're trying to stop us from having IVF. Why? Tell me why. Okay? And I'm like, and one day I'm going to sit here and do a whole video on this IVF business. What exactly is it? Nobody's asking these deep questions because we just focus on the result. Oh, look, this family finally has a baby. But what did it take for them to have this one baby? And was it worth it? People want what they want, no matter what the price is, no matter how it affects society or even the human race as a collective. They don't care. No, I am not impressed. I need to know because I find it very weird. You have married women who are so broke. They're married and they go and they rent their room so they can have enough money to buy food. How is that not slavery? And there are no rules against. There should be entire rules against with surrogacy. You know, to make sure you don't prey on poor people who are desperate. Because IVF is a rich people's game. Just like, oh, we don't have generational wealth. Go be quiet. Most poor people out here, regular people, cannot afford IVF. Hey, Abigail. Like, it's just so bizarre.
Health outcomes of our wives, mothers, and daughters, shutting down the Department of Education, banning our books. None of that will prepare.
She's sitting here lying. Banning the Department of Education. You guys, look at most of our high school graduates today. They can't write. They can't talk. They can't do math. They can't do tests. They can't do nothing, right? Something is wrong with the way public school system is training these kids. They're coming out stupid and stupider. Okay? So me, I said with Project 2025, right? I'm like, when it comes to the DOE, either you shut it down and start over, but it has to be revamped because it's not working. What worked in the 60s is not working in 2024. All that weird Common Core stuff where you make learning so much more difficult. You make division so much more difficult. You make multiplication so much more difficult. We don't want it. We don't want it. So I'm like, when it comes to DOE, me, I have no problems. You can either get rid of it, but it has to be revamped because what worked in the 1960s is not going to work in 2024. We need a new system. We actually do. What else did she say? She said the DOE, and what else? She said something. Hold on.
Lives better. Look, because cutting our health care, taking away our freedom to control our bodies, the freedom to become a mother through IVF like I did, those things.
My thing is, Michelle, why couldn't you adopt? She thinks like big flex. Girl, there's all these like poor black children. Michelle, why can you adopt? You love black people so much. Why didn't you adopt? Why did you have to do IVF? It was a choice. Did you have to do IVF? No. Why couldn't you adopt? And did you even carry your kids, or did she also have a surrogate? Because now I have questions for her. Because then she want to put her business out here, right? Did she carry her kids, or somebody else had to carry her kids? Because you never told us that. I mean, it's the first time I'm hearing her that she did IVF. I don't know. I've never heard that before. But I'm like, okay, so who carried your kids? How many embryos did you have? Did you throw away your other embryos? I have questions. I have questions. Did they use your egg, his egg? What's the problem? Okay. What is going on? Y'all gotta be, it's not very demure to tell all your business like that, sis. You might want to be careful. Okay.
Things are not going to improve the health outcomes of our wives, mothers, and daughters. Shutting down the Department of Education, banning our books.
Okay. And this part too, she's very dishonest, right? I never heard her talk about that. This is my first time I heard that she did IVF. Because a lot of people did say that she didn't carry the girls because they thought it was another lady that carried her children. You know, that she's not, a lot of people have been saying for years that she's not their mother. So I don't know. That is a family friend who's a doctor. They were saying like her OBGYN is the one who carried her kids. You know? Hold on, little baby. Let me see if I can find it for you. They were saying that for years that like it's the, I will find that for you, but it's like it's a family couple. Like the ladies are OBGYN and things like that. So that couple like the lady carried her baby. I'm gonna have to look for that. Now, the books that she's talking about here, right? Those books are like really nasty books. Okay? Oh, boys. What's that thing called? Let me find you. Hold on. Let me find the book she's talking about. Because she needs to tell the truth out here. Like, stop lying to people. What book specifically were they trying to ban? Okay? So, it's this book. It's like, it was one of the books, right? But it's like, it's a lot. It is a lot. That book is a lot, you guys. It was the book. It was this book. All Boys Are in Blue and then Gender Queer. Okay? Now, listen to this. Listen.
Jeff Lynn's ELO.
Just said, if you've got kids, you police your kids. Otherwise, just shut up and trust the library system, the school system. Let them decide for your community. I completely, totally reject that. I don't have any kids, should I shut up? I pay taxes. When you have a public library and you have a board, somebody decides what books to go in or what not to go in. Lend your voice to the cause. It's okay to speak out for your community. Cameron, you have an advocacy group in Texas, right?
That is correct.
And you have every right to do that. You can advocate for your point of view, and somebody in Texas has to decide who wins. But never shut up. Never be quiet. My point is, the theory of this case is parents have a very limited role in life. Apparently, taxpayers have a very limited role in this area. You're paying money to run these libraries.
Exposed to certain kinds of subjects and books.
Let's take two books
Listen,
that have
listen,
been much discussed.
listen.
The first one is called All Boys Aren't Blue.
Mm-hmm.
And I will
Listen,
quote from it.
listen, you guys.
I put some lube on and got him on his knees, and I began to slide into him from behind.
You see this?
I pulled out of him and kissed him while he masturbated.
You see this?
He asked me to turn over while he slipped a condom on himself.
You see this?
This was my ass, and I was struggling to imagine someone inside me.
Oh my God.
He got on top and slowly inserted himself into me. It was the worst pain I think I have ever felt in my life. Eventually, I felt a mix of pleasure with the pain. Close quote. All boys aren't blue.
Yes, Kevin.
The second is
These are the books she's referring to. This lady, she's evil. I have time for her. You guys, I have time. The devil needs to be exposed. Y'all, because I'm like, oh, because my friend ran, she's like, oh, Marlene, you see, they trying to ban books. I said, girl, what book is it? Every time y'all see white people do something, you're so paranoid. You think everything white people do is against you. No, sometimes it's actually for you. Because she watched Joy Reid and she lost her head. I said, you don't trust this lady, her poor choices in hair with her little blonde toupee looking like Donald Trump, the black version. Okay? Make it make sense. I'm like, you should always ask, okay, what book are they banning? Because not all books are good. And this is a book, they wanted to have this book in elementary schools for children. And they're like, oh, that parents should not have a say-so. The librarian should be the one to decide whether or not a child should read the book. And they're like, what? The librarian is not a parent. I'm the parent. I don't want my kids to read this book. But you think this is a normal book to have at a public school, in elementary school? Well, your child is reading about somebody putting lubricant on themselves and then having the booty sex with your child with the person. Why should children be exposed to booty sex literature? Okay, they are children. Like, what is this? All the books in the library. Have you read them yet? No, but you want people to go read a book that talks about the lube and the booty sex, because they want your children to have weird ideas. Because you know how the devil is, right? Because think about this, y'all. Think about this. You know how, like, according to Hebrew law, when you turn 13, you're an adult. These people not slick. Okay? Because when you're 13, according to the Torah and the Talmud, at 13, you are an adult. So the things that you do, God can punish you for those things because you're no longer a child. Right? So I'm like, it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise that what's happening, right? That they want children to be exposed to things at an early age, but at least before they become teenagers. They want our children to start exploring their sexuality and do weird things. They don't want people to be like a one state. No, they want you to be binary, okay? Quadratic. I mean, you name it. They want children to have weird ideas. So if you start teaching that at a young age, like the Bible says, because even the devil knows the Bible. Teach a child in a way that they should grow so that when they do grow older, they won't depart from it. If you start exposing children to all this kind of weird grooming stuff, it's a way of raising children. And so that when they grow older, they will not depart from it. So now you're going to have a child who's open to a teacher sleeping with them. And there are many teachers who have relations with children. There are a lot of predators who decide to go seek a job with the kid. They don't hide. They go work where kids are, at the amusement park, the Disney park, the school, the basketball team, the Olympics team. They're always around children. Childhood predators are never too far. Wherever there are kids, there's most likely a child predator in the mix. So they want your child to be exposed to this. They want your child to kind of think about these things, right? So that if a teacher tries to mess with your kid is going to be open to that kind of stuff. They want kids to start touching each other inappropriately. Next thing you know, your child's going to catch a case for sexual harassment or sexual assault. This is not a book for children. This is soft corn. I'm like, so do you know what kind of book it is? No, because you saw white people, you saw Southern white people, you saw that it was white, Southern, Republican, conservative white people, so you assumed they were doing something against you. I'm like, stop doing this. Stop acting like you're illiterate. Always ask, okay, what book are they burning? Before you get upset, you need to ask, okay, what book is it? Why would they burn that book? Why that book specifically? But no, because you want to think that every white person is a racist. No, please. You're not that important. Okay? You swear these people are always thinking about you. They think about protecting their own kids, just like I'm thinking about protecting my own children. It is sick. Let's keep going.
Another much discussed book. I'm sure you're familiar with it. It's called Genderqueer. Okay? Let me read an excerpt from that. Quote, I got a new strap-on harness today. I can't wait to put it on you. It will fit my favorite dildo perfectly. You're going to look so hot. I can't wait to have your cock in my mouth. I'm going to give you the blowjob of your life. Then I want you inside of me. End quote. Now, Mr. Secretary, what are you asking us to do?
Exactly. We want to know.
Are you suggesting that only librarians should decide whether the two books that I just referenced should be available to kids? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay. Tell me what you're saying.
Well, first of all, there's this.
Don't give me a speech. Tell me what you're asking me to do.
With all due respect, Senator, and the words you spoke are disturbing, especially coming out of your mouth is very disturbing. But I would also tell you that we're not advocating for kids to read porn, to Senator Booker's point.
What are you advocating for?
We are advocating for parents, random parents, not to have the ability, under the guise of keeping kids safe, to try and challenge the world view of every single manner on these issues.
You're getting.
You see this? So you as a parent, they want you not to be able to say that kids should not have access to these books. And this is what Michelle Obama is standing for. And you wonder why people think that her and her husband were doing weird things with Pizzagate. I don't know if you guys ever heard about Pizzagate, but there's a reason why people associate her husband with pizza. Look into it. Come on, how can her as a mother not know what? This is a lawyer from Harvard. We're supposed to sit here and believe that she don't know what kind of books they're trying to ban. I'm a regular person, and I know exactly what books they were trying to ban. So she don't know. But yet her husband gets all the CIA briefings every day. He gets FBI briefings every day. She don't know what kind of books they were trying to ban. That lady is dishonest. She is pitiful. She is. I'm like, when I tell you the Black sisterhood is diabolical, y'all don't hear me. It's a cult. It is a pagan society. They don't know God, these people. Okay? She is insane. And this is why also people think that she's a trans woman. Because look at her mindset. I can see why. I mean, I think she's a woman. But when you're sitting here saying, oh, they're trying to ban books, knowing dang well what books they're talking about, you wonder why people think that you're not a woman. Come on, what mother will ever be okay with these types of books in the classroom? This is excessive. This is excessive. It's like you give people a reason to believe that you might be a man. Because there's no way. There's no way.
Conceptual game.
I'm not getting conceptual.
Well,
I'm saying that
you are. Yes, you are. Because I want to know what you're recommending. It sounds to me like what some of you are saying, the librarians should decide who gets to see that book.
I'm saying when individual parents are allowed to make a decision of where that line is, and To Kill a Mockingbird, which involves a rape scene, should that book be pulled from our libraries? I think it becomes a slippery slope.
I think you ought to think about it a little bit more before you come here.
I've thought about,
if
Senator,
you're going to propose something, you ought to be able, in 30 seconds, to be able to explain what
Senator,
you're asking us to do.
Senator,
Ms. Kelly, what do you understand? Well, let me skip you for a second. Mr. Cameron, tell me what you're proposing.
It's pronounced mix.
Mix? Is that how would you like me to?
And it's like, look who they brought on stage to defend why this book is this. So this dude's going to defend why your kids should have access to that book. I know you're lying. This is not the future I see for my sons. They ain't reading that book. Take that garbage somewhere else. Take it somewhere else. If there are parents who want to read that with their kids, listen, it's your child. You do what you want. But my thing is, read that at your house. Okay? Do not bring this filth into my child's classroom. You are insane.
To refer to you.
Senator, your definition of sexual is synonymous with LGBTQ identity.
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you.
My LGBTQ identity. We do not care. So like your identity precedes how I feel about my child's safety, right? These are the people that the Democratic Party defends. Like, oh my gosh, these people are insane. They are insane. Oh my God.
Tell me, you read those two excerpts.
Genderqueer.
Do you think that, are you asking that only librarians and not parents have any say in whether minors can read those books? Is that what you're saying?
Genderqueer has never been in my school library, so it's never been banned.
Well, suppose it was. Should it be up just to the librarian, or should parents have a say?
There should be facilitation of collaboration between students.
Should parents have
and
a say?
educators. Parents should be working with students and educators to be
Okay.
making decisions, because
All
students
right.
are
And who
these-
decides ultimately? The librarian, or do you take a vote, or who takes the vote?
book review committees in the community in my school district.
You want a committee to decide?
There are committees.
Okay. Well, I'm asking you, how do we decide whether the two books that I just referenced should be available in the library? What would you, if you were running things, what would you do?
All Boys Aren't Blue, the scene you mentioned, is about sexual abuse.
I know what it's about.
It's not
What would
erotic.
you do in terms of making the books available? Would you say anybody can see them, or they have to be in a special session?
Students who do not read books like All Boys Aren't Blue cannot learn what is
I
appropriate.
understand that.
They cannot learn.
I understand, but none of
about
you want to
abuse.
answer my question. You come here.
Because they're trying to say they don't want the parents involved. They want to expose these kids. It's about exposure. The fact that they have a dude that looks like this advocating for that book, that tells you everything you need to know. And now you understand why these Heritage Foundation, these white conservative people say get rid of the Department of Education, because this is where this is happening. You don't see this madness in private schools, right? You don't see this. In private school, kids go there to learn math, English, history, and have a few extracurricular activities. It's only at public schools that there's a whole circus. Today, public school is more so about race, about gender, LGBTQ plus identity. I'm like, these kids don't even get to do their actual work. It's no longer a place for science, for English, for biology, for math, you know what I mean? And a few extracurricular activities, right? It's about all of this. They have drag queens in classroom now. They want to have these books in the classroom now. This is madness. But because black people think that every time a white man is conservative, he's a racist and he conspires against them, they even fail to recognize that just like you, the white man who might be a racist and conservative, he also has children, just like you have children. Sometimes you got to slow down, like put your hysteria to the side and ask yourself, why are they banning these books? Hold on. Hope they didn't get me. So this is really crazy. Now look at this one. Now you got what's her name? You got this girl over here. This another goofy one, Joy Reid, the Congolese. This one too. She's a feather. Like how you say it? She's a Congolese also, right? Her dad's from Congo. Her mom's from Guyana, right? Another one. She uses that black skin and just peddles all kinds of stupidity. So she gonna be up there with that toupee on her head, okay? Cultural appropriation. Give it back to white women, okay? And she gonna proceed to defend these books. She is insane. And I'm like, does she even have kids? No. And this is exactly what J.D. Vance was talking about.
And parents of LGBTQ kids. So they have parental rights.
Every parent, Joy. Every parent means every parent has the fundamental right to direct the upbringing of their children.
And liberal parents, do liberal parents have those rights as well?
All parents. Sure.
So let me point you to some statistics, because the question becomes then who gets to decide what all kids get to read. The Washington Post took a look at about 1,000 plus book challenges that were filed, and they found that they were filed nationwide by just 11 people. Each of these people brought 10 or more challenges against books in their school district. Together, these serial filers constituted 6% of all book challengers, but they were responsible for 60% of filings in Florida.
But yes, Because why? And I'm like, she's so damn stupid, this Joy, this Congolese, okay? Right? I'm like, who do you think most likely filed these claims? White people, mostly white mothers. Why that is? Because white women care more about their children's education. Most Black mothers do not care about their child's education. They don't know what's in the curriculum. They don't go to PTA nights. They're not involved. Black parents are not involved. Then they act surprised when it's senior year and their child can't walk on stage. Like, oh, what happened? What do you mean, what happened? Are you involved? No, you're not. A lot of these white mothers, they go to PTA meetings. They go and they meet with the superintendents, right? They look at everything because they want to know exactly what is my child learning. And that's why many of them they no longer want their white children to go into public schools. Because they understand a child is precious and a child is an investment. You cannot allow people to just put all kinds of weird things into your child. The next thing you know, you can't even recognize your child. Like, what the heck? Because you were not involved. And when you think about it, kids go to school 5 days a week. They spend about 40 hours at school. Some kids even spend longer because they go earlier and they leave late. So you can be like 40 to 60 hours every week in school. Your child is not in your custody. You need to know exactly what your child is being exposed to. But Black parents don't care about their children. The majority do not. Don't come over here and start lying now, okay? Black parents do not have a reputation for giving a flying fridge about their child's education. You don't care. Because for many Black parents, it's a way to not see their kids. Oh, go somewhere. Give me some time off. But a lot of white mothers, they do care. They really care. Because it's very demure. You know? So here is Joy Reid, who doesn't have children, okay? Just like J.D. Vance said, and she's like, oh, but so who should get his final say? So the parents. Have you some kids and then come talk to me.
Tampa Bay Times, they found that of roughly 1,100 complaints recorded in Florida since July 2022, we're talking about more than 700 just from two counties, Escambia in the Western Panhandle and Clay County. Together, those are less than 3% of the public school enrollment, 600 of those complaints, 2 people. Why should 13 people get to decide what books tens of thousands of children get to read?
Well, I'm thinking it's probably because those 13 people saw what some of the content was in the books. I mean,
because Black parents do not care, especially Florida. Yeah, they don't care. They do not care. But these white people, they care. And that's why every time white people do something, Black people may say all this bad stuff about them, but they can't wait to live next to them, to go to school with them. Why? Because white people care. They care about their neighborhoods. They care about their school. They care about their offices. They care. We don't care. So everything that touches Black people is dilapidated. Everything that stays with white people is upgraded. It's okay. Be honest. But I'm like, and that's how you know a lot of Black parents did not read this thing, right? Because if you read the curriculum, if you read about these books, oh, hell no. Right? But you don't care. Black people only care when it makes it to the shade room, if it makes it to the TV, if it's a reality TV show. It has to be a trending topic for them to actually care. Because it's the people who are always reactionary. Okay? No prevention, no awareness, right? Never getting ahead of stuff. Okay, my child's going to the 6th grade. What's happening, right? No, they don't care. The professors, teachers send emails. They don't open the emails. They don't check. They don't care. They don't care what happens to their kid when they're at school away from you. They don't care. Some even think it's acceptable for a child to braid a teacher's hair in the classroom. It is insane. That is completely inappropriate. Your child is a student, that's a teacher. Get my daughter's hands out your hair. What is this? Pure madness.
Explicit, graphic, sexual content.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to talk about some of that content if you'd like to.
Well, this is the question again. The books that are being banned, I want to give you just
hold on a second. Well, no, Joy, but I want to be clear. No one's banning books. Write the book, print the book, publish the book, put the book in the public library, sell the book, right? We're talking about a public school library. Children don't have unfettered access to the internet at school. I did a FOIA records request, and I wanted to see what kinds of internet sites are banned in schools, if we're going to talk about banning, right? And the subject matter in the books that moms are concerned about are the same things that kids don't have access to on the internet. So it just feels very hypocritical, right? No, why is no one out there protesting for, free the internet in schools?
Let me give you an example of some of the books that have been removed from shelves as a result of the activities of organizations like Moms for Liberty.
We're not going to talk like Moms for Liberty. We're going to talk specifically
Moms for
Moms for Liberty.
Absolutely.
So
it's PEN America.
I'm happy to have this conversation with you, Joy.
Absolutely.
But we're going to be specific about the actions of Moms for Liberty.
Oh, 100%.
Because I can't be possibly responsible for every single parent in
But
America,
your organization is the lead. You're the leading organization that's.
Oh, Joy, shut up. She sounds so damn stupid, this Congolese. Go somewhere. Her silly ass. She's so stupid. After we heard what was in the book, she's really going to sit here with her yellow toupee and try to defend this stuff. She's a filthy person. Head of household. She pays all the bills. She's stressed out.
That will actually make people's lives better. Look, because cutting our health care, taking away our freedom to control our bodies, the freedom to become a mother through IVF like I did, those things are not going to improve the health outcomes of our wives, mothers, and daughters. Shutting down the Department of Education, banning our books.
See how dishonest she is? Now that I've shown you what books it is, you see this? She's sick. And that's why they keep calling them people Pizzagate.
None of that will prepare our kids for the future. Demonizing our children for being who they are and loving who they love. Look, that doesn't make...
You see?
This is the world's first reusable cotton swab.
See?
It can remove up to 10 times more.
Through
Listen to what she's
saying. Down on ugly, misogynistic, racist lies as a substitute for real ideas and solutions that will actually make people's lives better. Look, because cutting our health care, taking away our freedom to control our bodies, the freedom to become a mother through IVF like I did, those things are not going to improve the health outcomes of our wives, mothers, and daughters. Shutting down the Department of Education, banning our books, none of that will prepare our kids for the future. Demonizing our children for being who they are and
demonizing our children for being who they are. What is that? LGBTQ. You see this? That's why she sat down with Zendaya. How you call this one? Zendaya, Dwayne, the what? Wade, right? You see this? She's part of this thing. You see what she said? We should not be demonizing our kids for being who they are. What is that? Is LGBTQ talking points. This is why white people, this is why the white liberals love this family so much. They stand for abomination. Okay, remember, do you remember? Okay? What happened here? Oh, I said Zendaya, child. Okay. Who remembers this, right? So this is her, right? This is her. Are you surprised? Her husband is the one who legalized same-sex marriage, right? So that's what this family is all about. But because they're Black, people don't want to see the filth that comes with this family. They're insane. They're insane. She is unhinged. She is crazy. She is really crazy. Let's go back.
Health outcomes of our wives, mothers, and daughters. Shutting down the Department of Education, banning our books. None of that will prepare our kids for the future. Demonizing our children for being who they are and loving who they love. Look,
loving who they love. What is that? What is that? Same-sex relations, right? Trans stuff, all that stuff, LGBTQ stuff, right? That's exactly what her and her husband are about. That's why these white liberals go crazy for them. Okay? They're insane. Their skin is Black. Their inside is something else.
That doesn't make anybody's life better. Instead, it only makes us small. And let me tell you this, going small is never the answer. Going small is the opposite of what we teach our kids. Going small is petty, it's unhealthy, and quite frankly, it's unpresidential.
So we shouldn't go small. But earlier when she did her speech, she said, oh, don't aspire to be wealthy because my daddy said if you make too much money, there's something wrong with you, right? Now we shouldn't go small. Girl, which one is it? She's so dishonest.
So, why would any of us accept this from anyone seeking our highest office? Why would we normalize that type of backward leadership?
But when we accept, Michelle Obama, I'm gonna ask you some questions, right? So if we accept Kamala Harris as the nominee or as president, right? What also are we accepting? Because what does she stand for? What does she represent, right? So if a person says, okay, I'm gonna vote for her, what are they also legitimizing? Oh, you act like this lady was just like, she just fell out of heaven. Like, no, she ran for office before. She failed. She ran. Okay? Now y'all trying to prop her back up like we forgot about 2019, where she could barely have enough money to keep up. She was never liked. She barely had 5% of the black votes. Nobody wanted to vote for her. Okay? So if you agree to vote for Kamala also, what exactly are you about? Make it make sense.
Doing so only demeans and cheapens our politics.
And so when you agree to go behind Kamala, who did not run, did not get elected, it was just given to her, are you not also cheapening and demeaning democracy? You're such a hypocrite. Like, I used to think going to Harvard Law was like all impressive or whatever, but it's like these people, it's giving DEI. Like, did you get in there because of affirmative action? Because honestly, I'm not impressed. I always felt that way. Like, oh, people who get into Harvard, people who get into Harvard Law, like the smartest people in the world, da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm seeing this woman with her Harvard Law degree, and I'm like, dang, it's giving affirmative action. Hey, Nicole, it's really giving affirmative action because I'm not impressed. I'm like, this lady went to law school at Harvard? Yeesh. You only got in there because you was black, because there is no way. I am not impressed. I thought black people who went to Harvard were like freaking impressive. This right here, whoo, Lordy. My gosh. Ketanji Brown, they ask her, what is a woman? She can't answer.
It only serves to further discourage good, big-hearted people from wanting to get involved at all. America, our parents taught us better than that, and we deserve.
So our parents taught us to vote for a woman who did not get elected. She didn't go through a primary. She never had a single debate. Somehow all these super delegates chose her behind closed doors. Nobody saw a dang thing, right? They're propping her up out of nowhere. So we should go for that. Michelle Obama, you're embarrassing. Like, you are truly, truly shameful. You are shameful. I used to really think Harvard was a big deal, but I'm like, I don't know. Is it really? Oh my goodness.
So much better than that. That's why we must do everything in our power to elect 2 of those good, big-hearted people. There is no other choice.
And look how she's talking to these people, like they're children. Oh, we need to elect these good-hearted people. We don't elect people to the office of president because they have a good heart. Okay? You become president because you have great policies. Okay? So you and your cute little heart go somewhere else. I mean, look how she's talking to people. And you see, if Trump, I'm telling y'all, this is what they call a Trump derangement. If Trump spoke to black people like this, oh, go ahead and vote for these people because they got a big, big, big heart. They got a good heart. They got a nice heart. Okay, they're going to take care of you now, right? If Trump spoke to people like this, they will lose their mind. Think you can. They will lose their minds. We're going to go get the people elected now, huh? They got a big heart. They got a big old heart. It's a cute heart. Like, okay, no. Voting is not about electing people with a good heart. What in the world? Okay? You vote for people who have great policies, who have a proven track record of actually winning and being successful in life. Okay? So let's talk about that. I don't care about Kamala and her big, big heart. More power to her if she has a big, big heart. We asked her to close the border. She didn't do it. Okay? Let's talk about that part. We vote for people based off their track record. She's been vice president for 3 years, Michelle Obama. What has she done? But you have nothing to say. You just sat up there and just repeated the same tropes. Racism, misogyny, abortion. You should be able to love who you love. Same-sex marriage. One thing, one. We've heard it all. You said the same crap in 2008, 2012, in the 16, in the 2020, and now you're back again in 2024. Ain't you tired, sis? Give it a rest already. You are obsessed with politics. You are obsessed with fame. You're obsessed with being seen. It's like you just can't take the fact that your husband is the famous one. Always trying to be seen. Stand behind your husband, sis. Do your own thing. Okay? You had a chance to do something meaningful while you were first lady. You chose to focus on better lunch and more vegetables and to do push-ups on the Ellen DeGeneres show. That's your legacy, Miss Vegetable. Okay? Stay over there with your macros. We don't need your help. We got this. Sit your ass in your expensive ass house, listen to Beyonce, and read your books. We don't need your help. You're already rich. Let the rest of us figure out how we're going to be rich also. I'm trying to be your neighbor. I'm trying to see something. Okay, but hey, Michelle, got some sugar, girl. But I ain't going to get there if I can't get no money. I'm not going to get there if y'all keep taxing me out the wazoo. I'm tired. I want some money. I would love to have. You know, yesterday I was thinking like, what if one day I get picked up like Joe Rogan? And then I have a Spotify deal to be talking my mess. And they offer me like a $50 million deal. He said, my dad was never prime minister. Okay. All right. No. Y'all crazy.
Then Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. No other choice.
So she wants us to appoint Tim Walz, who has tampons in the boys' bathroom. And these people wonder why people talk about Pizzagate and the Obamas. Make it make sense, right? I'm like, what is wrong? I'm like, hold on. These people hate us. These people really hate people. Like, this is just madness. What is going on? What is going on? Let me see this video.
This is coming from. In 2023, and supporters of former President Donald Trump quickly labeled him with a new nickname, Tampon Tim. So where is this coming from? In 2023, Walz backed state legislation requiring public schools to provide feminine products, including tampons, pads, and other items in all restrooms, boys and girls, used by students in grades 4th through 12th. Minnesota Republicans sought to amend the legislation before its passage to limit those products to only female restrooms, but were blocked. Walz previously served as a member of the U.S. House of Representatives, on top of a 24-year career as an educator and National Guardsman. His selection by Harris was immediately heralded by progressives and LGBTQ rights groups, but Republicans, including top Trump campaign officials, rushed to tie him to the school bathroom controversy. Trump advisor Stephen Miller, responding to Walz's selection, wrote, quote, "She actually chose Tampon Tim." Shortly after, the term began trending on social media.
He wants tampons in the boys' bathroom. Tampons in the boys' bathroom. This is going to be your vice presidential nod.
Trump campaign spokesperson Caroline Leavitt similarly attacked Walz over the bathroom law during an appearance on Fox News.
Hey, you want to know what's weird? Tim Walz and Kamala Harris, who support men and women's sports, who support chemically castrating young minors, who support putting tampons in men's bathrooms in publicly funded schools. Tim Walz signed that into law. That is weird. The American people know it.
The Harris campaign declined to comment on this story.
So let's do that.
Wanting to get involved at all. America, our parents taught us better than that.
My parents taught us to vote for a man who wants to see tampons in the boys' bathroom. This woman is sick.
We deserve so much better than that. That's why we must do everything in our power to elect two of those good, big-hearted people.
You see, I said they're two good-hearted people. So you don't go look at their policies and their track record. She is insane. I'm really starting to feel like these people might be part of a dark cult. I really think Barack and his wife, they're part of something very, very sinister. Because it's not possible. And I'm like, maybe that's why they were chosen.
No other choice than Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. No other choice. But as we embrace this renewed sense of hope, let us not forget the despair we have felt. Let us not forget what we are up against. Yes.
What are you up against, Miss Millionaire? What the heck?
Kamala and Tim are doing great now. We're loving it. They're packing arenas across the country. Folks are energized.
She is lying. They're not packing arenas across the country. You are a liar, Miss Lady. They are not. Stop lying.
As we are feeling good. But remember, there are still so many people who are desperate for a different outcome, who are ready to question and criticize every move Kamala makes, who are eager to spread.
And listen to this lady, this foolish lady with her Harvard law degree. I'm like, y'all the people that are gonna make this Harvard law degree not be worth much, right? This lady is running to be the president of the United States of America, right? People have to criticize her. If she can't take being criticized, like Trump gets criticized every day, every second, all the time. He gets criticized. He has to go to court. He gets trial. He has mugshots. Like Trump goes through it every single day, right? But yet this woman, we can't criticize her. Why? If she's running for a man's job because she thinks she can do it, she needs to be able to take it. If she can't take it, go back to your cats, Miss Lady. Okay? Go back to your cats. You don't have to do this. But it's like, oh no, she's running for office, but y'all need to take it easy on her. Is China going to take it easy on her? Is Russia going to take it easy on her? Is Iran going to take it easy on her? So if she can't take the pressure, get the F out. Go take care of your cats. Go take care of your cats. You don't have to do this. Because honestly, being the president of the United States, right, is a man's job. I said what I said. Okay? This goofy stuff. Oh yeah, we got to have a woman president. For what? They just want to have a woman president for the sake of having a woman in the White House. That's it. Just want to see, oh, look, it's a woman. That's it. That's that. Now, can she actually do the job? They don't care. Because a lot of people out here are not patriotic. They don't care what happens to this nation. Okay? Because I'm like, for what? Why are you running for a stressful position that where you get heavily criticized? I'm like, this is just the beginning. If she can't take criticism, what's going to happen when she's president and she's not performing and people have something to say? She going to do what? Be a dictator? Oh, you don't say. So if she can't take being criticized, if she can't take the critique, if it hurts her feelings to be talked about, baby girl, okay? Being in the kitchen is very demure, okay? Tending to your cats is very demure. Being a stepmother is very demure. Go home and let these men do what they have to do, because it's not a woman's job. It is not a woman's job. I'm like, where have we gone that, oh, we want a woman to run America? For what? Go run your houses, run your kitchen, run your pantry, run your closet. You're not running this nation. Every day I wake up, I will pray against it. It is a curse to have a woman be the head of a nation. For what purpose? Like, we don't have any more good men out here. We don't have any more brave men, any competent men. We're going to let a woman, Montel Williams' ex-girlfriend, what? Mr. Willie, side piece, going to be my president? I know you lying. Y'all taking these city girl fantasy a little too far. Then you going to get flued out in Air Force One. Girl, you better go back to sleep. Because the only Air Force Ones you're going to see is the Nike ones that you bought at the store. You with tampon Tim. You will not make it in the name of Jesus. You are crazy. So I'm like, Michelle, be quiet. Be quiet. And you wonder why they call you Michael. You wonder why they call you Michael. What serious mother will sit over here and sit all this foolishness? You are insane. You are truly insane. She's running for office. If she can't take it, go home. But it comes with the job, because right now it's an interview and she's dodging the press. She's avoiding everybody. She only wants to do one debate. Now I can see why they call her Big Mike. Because what kind of mother would think like this? Tim Walz, a man who wants to put tampons in the boys' bathroom. You try to tell our parents who raised us to vote like this? Okay. I sure do prefer a racist. Go somewhere, the racist. That's all y'all got, Jennifer. Racist. Y'all wouldn't even know what a racist is if it walked in your house and stole all your goods. You're so damn slow. You're so reductive. What is a racist? Do you even know what a racist is? Y'all just repeat this jargon because you're freaking paranoid. Stop being intelligent for once. Ask yourself, what exactly is a racist? And then I'm sure you'll see the face of Joe Biden. Make it make sense. A racist. Just repeating stuff you heard, but nothing that you are convicted of. You saw Trump do an act of racism? Exactly. You're so damn silly. You're so silly. You're so damn silly. Yeah, you're so Trump. Exactly, because people told you about that, right? You even know what a racist is. What is a racist? Give the definition. Y'all be confusing black jobs. Okay, and so what? That makes it a racist? That makes a person a racist? Somebody said, oh, a job is, if a black person works a job, it's not a black job. If a white person works a job, it's not a white job. If a Latino, what is a job? Do you have a job, Jen? Do you have a job? Do you not have a job? Are you employed or are you unemployed? Okay. If you're a black woman and you work a job, well, how you call your job? It's a black job? Because you have nothing to say. You have nothing to say. You know nothing about what goes on in America. I sure do. I've been here for almost 7 hours. This is like my 8th hour. You coming on my live. What the heck? You on my live. I'm not on your live because you ain't got nothing to offer me. Okay, Miss Parrot, racism, black job. What else you got? What else you got? What gets you offended is the term black job. Then what's next? You gonna tell me that black job is synonymous with the N-word? Your reductive self. Y'all so freaking slow. A black job is offensive to you? We don't name jobs by color. Name job by whatever you want. We name jobs by income. We name jobs by category, by degree. We have a plentitude of nomenclature for jobs. You're just reductive because social media told you to be upset about it, right? A black job. You don't know what a black job is? You don't know what a white job is? Go sit down somewhere. Ain't got nothing else to say. Ain't got nothing else to say. But if somebody asks you about the crime bill, you be on silent because you wait for the shade room to tell you how to think, right? Or you wait for D.L. Hughley to tell you when to be upset, right? With all your connected neurons because you are incapable of thinking for yourself. Of all the things you could be offended of, seriously, there are some real things to be offended by. There are a lot of things out here that you could be offended by. But what is offensive to you, right, is the black job. All the things you see out here, the poverty you see out here, the lack of income you see out here, the lack of job opportunities, the people losing their job, the stores are closing, people are being foreclosed upon, that don't trigger you, huh? It's the term black job that got you triggered. You are embarrassing. You are embarrassing. You are pathetic. All the things that go on, incarceration rate, young people dropping out of school, promiscuity, the rate of HIV going through the roof, that don't trigger you. It's the term black job that got you all messed up in your brain. Black job got you triggered. How pathetic. Y'all, I swear, a lot of you black people who live here, you truly have first world problems. Now, I'm serious. Okay, at an all-time low where y'all just be lying to yourself. Google's out here firing people. Target fires people. All these companies are laying off people. Black jobs are all-time low where? Where? Y'all comparing the stuff coming out of COVID. When it was COVID, everything was negative. Of course, things are looking positive because the economy opened back up. But is it where it's supposed to be? Is it where it's supposed to be? Black jobs are all-time low. What are you talking about? Y'all know nothing because you're so ignorant. Okay? This is the reality. There you go. The richest household in America is an Indian household. It is not a black household. You're over here, $35,000. Be quiet. Act like you don't know what a black job is. A black job is the job that you do. Go sit down somewhere. Here are the numbers. Indian people, 100,000. Filipino, 83,000. You at 35,000. Like, be quiet. The black job, you all the way over here. You ain't stressed. Like, go sit down somewhere. Bunch of foolishness. Black jobs. That's all they got. Oh, he said black job. He said black. Y'all was waiting, right? They were waiting. When I tell you, these people were waiting for Trump to use the N-word. They were waiting for that. And since he didn't say anything offensive, they had to latch on to, oh, he said black job. He said black job. He said black job. These women out here, they called each other all kinds of bees, all kinds of hoes. Black women are so disrespectful. Y'all talk to each other like freaking animals all day long. But somebody said black job. Ooh, clutch my pearls. I can't believe he said black job. He said black job. It's a black job. That's not, it doesn't matter. Black America makes the poorest demographic in America. Okay, get into it. So how you have all these jobs and the median household income for Black America is $35,000. Where are all these jobs? Where are all these jobs? You are insane. You are so insane. The black man's on another place on a low time low. Where? You mean black people getting job before Indians in tech? You are crazy. Stop lying to yourself. You're delusional. Yeah. They talk to each other crazy every day. All kinds of bees, all kinds of hoes. They said the nastiest things to each other. You should see how black women talk to each other. They can't even have a peaceful disagreement without being disrespectful. All they do is to know how to be disrespectful. But now they want to act, oh my gosh, he said black jobs. He said black jobs. I'm like, please, go somewhere with that. This is old. You don't have to vote for Trump. We do not care. No one cares. No one, Nicole, no one is asking you to vote for Trump. Go vote for Kamala Harris. Go vote for a rabbit. Vote for your couch. Do what you want. Nobody's telling you to go vote for Trump. I don't care what you do. Do whatever you want. Just the same way most of y'all choose horribly for your baby fathers, continue to do the same. I don't care. Like, I don't care. People think like, I'm trying to convince you to vote for Trump. I don't convince nobody to do nothing. I made my video because I said Michelle Obama, she's lying. And that part, I don't like it. Now, what you want to do after you want to vote for Trump, don't vote for Trump, I do not care. I don't care. What you do, I don't care. Okay? Like, I'm serious. I told a friend, I had this one friend, Nicole, she come to me in a DM like, oh my gosh, look at Trump. Why would Melania marry this man? I said, girl, you are a baby mother. Like, you don't even pick right. You got pregnant, the man left you, right? Everybody you date, they leave you. You are horrible at picking a man, but you want to talk about Melania and her husband? You've been left with a child. You've been left after you got slept with. These men keep leaving you. Nobody wants to marry you. You don't even know how to pick a man. But you want to talk about Trump? Girl, you are on unemployment right now. Your parents have to send you money. Imagine a broke person with a child, no daddy, bunch of failed. No, I'm serious. She needs to be told the truth. How can you like Trump? Whether you like Trump, oh, yes, I went there. Because she needs to know she's a clown. You date this man, you let him get you pregnant, then you say, oh, he's not a good fit. You didn't know that before you got pregnant? You're a goofy ass. And you want to tell me who to vote for. You can't even pick a man. I said, girl, I've been married since I was 25 years old. All my kids by the same man. You know what about a man? You know nothing about being successful. I'm like, you forgot in school, I used to do your homework. You were always stupid. You were always reductive. But on the count of us knowing each other since high school, I shall be nice to you. But you're an idiot. She's like, what's she gonna say? And the thing is, you know what? I didn't even block her because I want to know. I want her to know. Girl, I will read you for filth, and I'm gonna still be your friend. I don't care. I did not block her. I'm living my best life. But I'm like, imagine people who have multiple kids by multiple men who think they know how to pick a presidential candidate. You can even give your child a decent father. I mean, look at you. You are pathetic. Girl, your whole life is a tragedy. Okay? Even Shakespeare could not write this shit if he wanted to. Okay? Midsummer Night's Dream, Midsummer Nightmare. You live in chaos. Imagine the chaotic people, women that are so chaotic. They want to tell you they know how to pick a man. You wouldn't even know how to pick a good man, even if it was right there with a sign on his head. With your chaotic ass mind. I don't care what you do. I do not care. Because y'all love to ruin your lives anyway. Yes. And then you go on TikTok and you cry about your poor choices. Imagine people who can't even, child, let me be quiet. They are so dysfunctional. Don't know how to pick a good man. Don't even know what a good man is. And they think they can ascertain a viable presidential candidate. Imagine that because they saw, quote unquote, a black woman with a white husband. Okay? The pasta and the lobster. Because that's what the DNC is. A bunch of black women with these pasta and lobsters. Divorced white man who cheated on their wives, right? That's what they had Fink. They had Fink from Scandal, right? a white man who's married and turning a very intelligent black woman to his side piece and his cleaning lady. These are the kind of things that turn black women on. Being used up and thrown to the side. That's what they love. Use me. Oh, please use me. Please use me. And then discard me. Even bounty, even a piece of paper towel has a longer shelf life than you. Go sit down somewhere. No one cares what you do. It is your vote. You want to burn it. You want to toss it. You want to do whatever you want. Just like I'm going to do whatever I want. Exactly. Exactly. They get pregnant by all kinds of random people. Sometimes they can't even tell you who the daddy is, doing all kinds of DNA tests, but they want to act like they know how to ascertain a good man, let alone a president. Thank you, big sis. Okay? I don't care. Okay? I do not care. What? How much did they pay me? That's because that's what you would do, right? That's what you would do. That's what you would do, right? You would take money. You would take money, right? You would take money, wouldn't you? Exactly. Because you have no integrity. You would think Michelle Obama's up there. You think she's up there for free? Okay, go ask this lady how much they paying her to lie to her own people. How much they paying me for what? Ew, gosh. Exactly. I don't need it. I'm fine. You need it. Okay? Probably need an STD test. You need it. Probably need to pay for an abortion. You need it. Okay? Go have your abortion, sis. Go have your 5th, your 4th, your 25th abortion. You need it. I don't. You need it. Okay? Exactly. You need it. Go have your other abortion. I heard they got vans out there. So find your little Greyhound ticket. Go over there. They do abortions for free, sis. They do abortions for free right outside the DNC convention. You need the money, boo. Right? Exactly. How about y'all need it? Girl, I'm not trying to have an abortion. I'm straight. You need it. Go have your abortion. Okay? Because God forbid you be a mother. Okay? No baby deserves that. Go have it.
Those lies.
Spare the baby. Spare the baby. Because no, spare the child. Go have the abortion. Take the money. Go have the abortion. Y'all fucking with the wrong person. I am the one. I'm stupid.
Who don't want to vote for a woman.
Exactly.
Who will continue.
We're defending a racist so hard. You got your head up. You got your entire head in a racist ass so badly. Your big bad daddy, Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe. That's your daddy, right? You also got your whole head inside a racist behind. Exactly. You sound stupid too. Stupid is stupid, right? Go have your abortion, sis. Go have that abortion. Click, 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 click. Because you know, past 24 weeks, it's a problem, right? Is it 20 weeks? I don't know. Some of y'all have abortions in 9 months. I don't know. The time is running out. Don't want to be a real killer. Okay? Slinger. Don't be killing them babies. You better go quick before there's a heartbeat. Okay? So get your little Greyhound pants and go out there with them people. Get in that little van and let them scrape your uterus. Okay? Stupid. You stupider. Okay? No, yeah, right. Get the fuck out of here. And you still haven't denied that you need to have an abortion. You say, oh, are you pregnant? You pregnant? Are you pregnant? Because I keep saying go have an abortion. You're not saying, oh, I don't need one. Do you really need one? Rubbish. Anyways, Lord, let's keep going on with the show.
To prioritize building their wealth over ensuring that everyone has enough. So no matter how good we feel tonight or tomorrow or the next day, this is going to be an uphill battle.
Why?
So folks, we cannot be our own.
Jennifer, you're just like your last name, Small. You are small and reductive. Please know this. You cannot hurt anyone. The truth hurt. What truths, girl? Your perspective. You're an idiot. That's why okay, that's why you're here, right? Ray says, black job, right? You are systematically stupid. You know what I mean? You are systematically stupid. The fact that your brain is so stuck on the most irrelevant, minute detail of the conversation that pertains to the well-being of the American people shows how dumb you are, okay? And look at God. God is so good. He gave you an appropriate name so that anybody who comes in contact with you knows you're not even worth the fucking time because you're small of mind, you're small of thinking, you're small of production, you're small of everything. You understand, right? Look at God. He's so good in it. And for everybody who encounters you, they must know there's a reason why your last name is Small. You are reductive. You are inferior. You are incapable. You are incompetent. You are small in all the ways, okay? Unless the ways that actually do matter, okay? Because I'm sure you know how to spread it wide, but you know how to think big, so you're small, okay? You're very small. So based off of that, case closed. I already won, okay? Mrs. Small, Miss Small, go in your small corner with your small black job and leave the rest of us alone because we are way too magnanimous for your small ass. Okay? Magnanimity. Get into that with your small self. Like, go somewhere. Go somewhere. Fight for a spoiled rich boy. You wish your daddy was rich. Ain't you mad? Okay? Okay? You wish your daddy was rich. Fighting for a spoiled rich boy. You mad because your daddy have nothing for you? You mad because you have to go open an OnlyFans account to survive? Okay? Some people do have rich parents. Just like her daughters are also the kids of rich parents. Sasha and Malaya are people of children of rich parents. Okay? So stop being a hater because Michelle Obama also is not poor. She not broke. Okay? Michelle Obama's worth $150 million. She ain't struggling for money. And her children are rich kids also. They are very spoiled kids. Okay? So make it make sense. Yeah, cry boohoo tears. You're so damn stupid. Your goofy ass. Your goofy ass. Like you fighting for a rich boy. You think this lady poor? Does she look poor to you? Does she look like she's struggling to you? Make it make sense.
Own worst enemies. No. See, because the minute...
Oh, yeah, right. So she was given... So you think Michelle Obama, who never wrote a book, okay? Michelle, my children are doomed. Girl, you wish I could raise your child for you, okay? You wish I could raise your children for you, okay? You wish. You really do. My kids are doomed. Yeah, they're doomed to never be around people like you and your seeds. How about that part? Okay? Built, not given. So she built her author empire with just one book. Exactly. With just one book, she built what exactly? What did she build? Her husband was president. What did she do? She sat in the house. What did she build? Okay, so there were a lot more felons. You know, most likely you also will settle with a felon, Miss Small, right? So you might be in good company with people like Trump. I don't know. What's this? Who brought this?
The person who's here.
Oh, my sister did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice of her. Okay. Oh, it's not a good news?
No. I'm hoping they wait until like another year or so.
They might though. You never know. Like just
no, it's discharged. That's why I got the paperwork.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay, that's crazy. This dude is insane. Okay, this dude is crazy. He's insane.
Something goes wrong. The minute a lie takes hold, folks, we cannot start wringing our hands. We cannot get a Goldilocks complex about whether everything is just right.
You know what? Hold on. Because this idiotic person needs to be handled. Y'all give me a second, right? I'm gonna handle this person real quick. Give me a second. Because sometimes you gotta just deal with people real quick. Like it's sometimes you gotta show out and show people real quick, right? Okay. Let me see this. Give me a second. I have the pictures for this stuff. Poo-poo-doo, 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 poo-doo. Let me see. Okay, so hopefully this plays, right? All right, because we just got to deal with this, right? Because some people are just so reductive. So let's go. Yeah, you're a fucking brainwash. You're an idiot. Everybody's laughing at you. You're stupid. Anyways, right? So here are the 34 felony counts in Trump's hush money trial. Let's go through this. Oh, he's a felon. Okay, here it is. Count number 1. Invoice from Michael Cohen marked as a record of Donald J. Trump revocable trust. So that's the first felony. Felony number 2, entry in the detailed general ledger for Donald J. Trump revocable trust bearing a voucher number 842457. Okay, guilty. 3, entry. So these are just entry, like for stuff that you write. You know how like accountants have these books where they write all these entries, right? So the convictions are coming from every time they enter something in the computer. That's a felony count. Okay. This is what oh, he's a felon. Let's go. Let's read this thing. Let's see how silly and small some of these people are. Let's go, right? Keep going. Number 4, check and check stub, Donald J. Trump revocable trust account bearing check number 000138. Number 5, guilty. Invoice from Michael Cohen marked as a record of Donald Trump, revocable trust. Okay. Number 6, entry in the detailed general ledger for Donald J. Trump revocable trust bearing number voucher 846907. Okay, let's keep going. 7, this is what they wasted people's money on. Let's keep going. Number 7, guilty. Check and stub, Donald J. Trump revocable trust account bearing number 00147. Number 8, invoice Michael Cohen marked as a record of Donald J. Trump. Number 9, entry in a detailed general ledger for Donald J. Trump bearing number voucher 8858770. Number 10, check and stub, Donald J. Trump account bearing check number 002740. Count 11, invoice from Michael Cohen marked as a record of Donald J. Trump. So an invoice also is a felony. No problem. Let's keep going. Jessica, Miss Small, I hope you're here, right? Let's go. Let's go. Since we're there's no way they're so dumb, right? Y'all, these are just entry in the general ledger and the checks that he wrote. So because he wrote checks, he's a felon. Like I'm like some of y'all. Then again, your last name is Small, so it is what it is, right? Okay. The jokes write themselves, right? Number 14, invoice Michael Cohen marked as a record of Donald J. Trump. 15, entry into the detailed general ledger of Donald J. Trump bearing voucher 858772. Count 16, check and stub, Donald J. Trump, account bearing check number 002741. Okay. 17, invoice from Michael Cohen, Marcus record of Donald J. Trump. 18 count, entry in the detailed general ledger of Donald J. Trump bearing voucher 861096. Okay, let's keep going because some people are just so stupid over here. Let's keep going. Entry account number 19, check and stub, Donald J. Trump, account bearing number, whatever. Account 20, guilty. Invoice from Michael Cohen, marked as record of Donald J. Trump. What's it called? Count number 21, guilty. Entry in the detailed general ledger for Donald J. Trump. Okay. Count 22, check and stub, Donald J. Trump. Okay. Count 23, guilty. Invoice from Michael Cohen. 24, entry in the detailed general ledger for Donald J. Trump. 25, check and stub. 26, invoice from Michael Cohen. 27, entry in the detailed general ledger for Donald J. Trump. 28, check and stub, Donald J. Trump. 29, invoice from Michael Cohen. 30, count 30, guilty. Entry in the detailed general ledger of Donald J. Trump. Okay, so what is this? What is this? 31, check and stub. 32, invoice. 33, entry. 34, check and stub. Oh my gosh, Trump is such a felon. Oh my gosh, he wrote checks for people. Like, do you not see how this stuff, it just keeps repeating? It's the same thing. So like they just looked at his books and they just like weaponized the same offense. I'm like, y'all could have lumped this up. Right? So invoice for legal services. Oh my gosh, he's guilty on all of it, 11 charges. Check paid for legal services. 11 out of 11 charges, he's all guilty of it. Ledger entry for legal expenses. Guilty on 12 of 12 charges. When have you ever seen someone even go to court and every single charge they're charged with, oh my gosh, they're guilty of every single charge? Seriously? This is what they wasted precious time and New Yorkers' tax money on. This is ridiculous. If Trump had killed someone and he gets convicted of murder, that's some real stuff. I get that, right? If Trump sexually assaulted someone, like something really violent, I get that. But this right here, they went to court for how many months? They wasted how much money that they could have spent prosecuting real dangerous criminals in New York City? And you want to talk about we're the ones who are brainwashed? You didn't even know what the charges were, Jessica, did you? I mean, that's why I'm telling you, you're small. Like God gave you a last name for a reason. Pay attention, sis. Pay attention. You gotta level up. Okay? You probably didn't even know what the charges were because the majority of y'all don't even read. You just repeat stuff. Oh, he's a felon. If he was such a dangerous felon, why is he outside? Because they know it's Fugazi. They wanted to stick something on him to make him like a pariah. Like, oh, look, he's a felon now. Okay, a felon of what? What exactly did he do? Why is he outside? But what case you know a person is like, you're being arraigned on 34 counts and every single count you're guilty of? They could lump this up because it's like it's 3 different categories. Y'all could just lump this up into at least 3 felonies. Why gotta be 34? Because they have to make it seem bigger than what it is because they know most people don't read. Ding, 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 ding. Black people, you don't read. And every chance you get, you show how stupid you are, how gullible you are, how foolish you are, how brainwashed you are. Because unlike you, Jessica, I took my time to see what are these charges. I'm like, this is it. You think if Trump actually like pew-pewed somebody, he like murdered someone, he dismembered someone, people be out here really supporting Trump? Because some people, unlike you, Jessica, because I don't wait for the shade room. I don't wait for D.L. Hughley. I think for myself. You go and you look, what are these charges? This is Fugazi. An invoice is a felony? If that's the case, you know how many businesses, including Black businesses, could get in trouble? Because God forbid you put the wrong entry in the ledger. Oh my gosh, that's a felony charge? How many small businesses do their own books? Black people, white people, Latino people, Asian people. How many Black people, how many people, period, small businesses use TurboTax, LegalZoom, all that stuff, whatever, and they do their own taxes? God forbid you make a mistake and you put the wrong number somewhere. And like, oh, wow, that's a felony charge now. That's crazy. What the heck? The man, he had a relationship with Stormy Daniels. He did not rape the lady. She's a sex worker. So he agreed to have sex with her and he's going to pay her. She agreed to have the money. Now, he didn't want to give her the money directly. So he gave it to Michael Cohen so Michael Cohen could pay the lady. It's hush money. But he didn't rape the lady. It was consensual sex. What's the problem? And then my thing is, oh, he did all these crimes. Is she going to give the money back? If he's such a felon, Stormy Daniels, run this man back his money. Like, this is crazy. I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is it. Like, I'm like, what is this? I'm like, what the heck? What's happening here? So I'm like, it's into, oh, the felony. Did you even make the time to read what the charges are? And I'm like, people laugh now. People laugh at this because you don't like Trump, right? But what happens the day they pull the same BS on someone that you actually like? Because now you set a precedent. Right? That you can charge people for felony charges for having the wrong check number or for doing this and that. Every time you put the wrong entry in your general ledger, you can actually be looking at a felony charge. Are you kidding me? Even most prosecutors, they would try to settle like, okay, since this is the first time offense, you've never been locked up before. Okay, let's try to finesse this right real quick. You on a plea and you settle. No. They wanted something like they want to put all kinds of charges on him so that it makes him seem like he's a pariah and nobody wants to come close to this man. But they underestimated people because we're going to read the charges. He's not a pariah. He's being like, I'm like, Joe Biden and his people, his cronies, they're weaponizing the DOJ. This is insanity. Wasting people's money, taxpayers' money was wasted on a sham of a trial. For what? For check stubs, for invoices. This is ridiculous. I see you're quiet now, huh? Foolishness. Where'd you go? Exactly. Go somewhere.
And we cannot indulge our anxieties about whether this country will elect someone like Kamala instead of doing everything we can to get someone like Kamala elected.
The best way to burn fat and get shredded is not keto, it's not paleo.
And so he's interviewing Trump, and I can't believe that Trump is the only guy who can bitch slap a guy like this. Watch how Trump handles this guy. Watch this.
And going back to last June, is there anything you regret?
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to have done certain things over, but you can't. You can't. But that's true in life. I'd love to have done in life certain things over, I guess. And you would have too.
Give me one.
You would have loved not to have contributed to the Clinton Foundation. As an example. There are things that you wish you didn't do, okay? You came very close to the edge. You would have loved to have had that decision over again.
So here we see former President Trump clearly grabbing George Stephanopoulos by the pussy.
He did say let, by the way. He
Yeah,
didn't say
they let you. That's
can
right. He said
grab
they
them by
let
the
you.
pussy. He said they'll let you.
They'll let you.
The word let.
So here, because I'm going to handle this real quick, right? Because she's like, you don't know what you're talking about. No, you don't know what you're talking about. Go sit down somewhere. Okay. So here, CNN, right? This is July 24, 2024, right? Judge won't dismiss Trump's defamation suit against ABC and George Stephanopoulos, the Greek man, right? Because George Stephanopoulos accused Donald Trump of rape. It is like, what the heck? He has never been convicted of raping anybody. What are we talking about? Okay, so here it is. I don't even know how I can't find this on YouTube, but whatever. Okay, so let's read this. A federal judge on Wednesday refused to dismiss a former President Trump lawsuit against ABC News and George Stephanopoulos over the anchor's assertion that a jury concluded that Trump had raped E. Jean Carroll. Trump filed a lawsuit in Florida federal court earlier this year, arguing that Stephanopoulos and the network defamed him when Stephanopoulos, during a contentious on-air interview with the Rep. Nancy Mace, that a jury found Trump had raped Carroll, a writer whose own case against Trump led to him being liable. For sexual abuse, right? Trump was never convicted of rape. It is a lie. And because George said that, he's not being sued by Trump. And I hope Trump wipes him clean. I hope Trump takes all his money. I hope Trump takes all his money. I'm like, what are we even talking about? What are we talking about? And some of y'all need to, and I hope some of y'all too get sued for that. Okay? Let me see if I can find a video. Give me a second. We gonna straighten some things out. In the words of Quavo, a little bit of straightening. Okay.
Hi, everyone. Mark Barden here at Sandy Hook Promise. On December 14th, 2000.
Wednesday, after a Florida judge refused to Former President Donald Trump celebrated a significant legal victory on Wednesday after a Florida judge refused to dismiss his defamation lawsuit against ABC News and anchor George Stephanopoulos. The suit stems from a contentious interview with GOP Representative Nancy Mace back in March, where Stephanopoulos repeatedly claimed Trump was liable for raping writer E. Jean Carroll.
Today, I'm asking you a very simple question.
And I answered it. You're shaming me for my political choices.
I'm asking you a question about why you endorse someone who's been found liable for rape.
It was not a criminal court. This was a civil court. It was a civil court. And by the way, she joked. However, in May of 2023, a court ruled that Trump was liable not for rape, but for sexual assault and defamation, awarding Carroll $5 million in damages. She had accused Trump of raping her in a New York City department store in the 1990s.
I'm like, suck, it makes no, that just be exactly, Lucius. He's like, why would a billionaire rape a woman in a department store? Like, they're so damn stupid. Like, look at her. Look at her. Okay, say all kinds of foolishness because they just repeat what they hear. I'm telling you, a lot of these, when I tell you Black people are some of the most misinformed, uninformed, disinformed voter I have ever encountered in my life, it's not even a joke, right? They never ask themselves questions. Okay, he got convicted of 34 counts. Why is he outside then? Why is he outside? He's a felon with 34 counts. Why is he outside? Will most people be outside? No, because it's BS. They know it's BS. Because they had to put something on him for the independent voters who were not sure who they were going to vote for. Because some people did say that if Trump was convicted of anything, they would not vote for him. So there goes the Nancy Pelosi weaponizing the DOJ. They had a guy quit his job he worked for Biden. He quit his job, right, from the DOJ to go apply to be a prosecutor in New York just so he could be on top of the case. Who does that? Who does that? It makes no sense. This, okay, the man's a billionaire. He's so depraved for sex that he's going to go in a store, in a fancy store in New York City where everybody knows him. Trump is also very tall. He's not like he's a short man. Okay. Trump has been famous for how many years now? He's always been a celebrity. So this big man who's almost like 6'4", he's going to walk into a store where everybody recognizes him by his stature and his name and his face. He's going to grab this lady into a fitting room in a mall, in a department store in New York City. Like, so what, like at Saks, at Beautiful Goodman? Does that even make sense to you? At least if you say, oh, you went to his house after a party, okay, that could be possible, right? But in broad daylight, in the department store, in New York City, and you know he rich, so he's not gonna go nowhere ratchet. So it's like what, Beautiful Goodman, Saks Fifth Avenue. So a billionaire grabbed this lady in front of everybody, put her in the locker room, and did something to her in the fitting room. And you really sit here and you believe that, and then you're the one who's smart. Yeah, right. And you mean my kids are doomed? They're doomed to never encounter your likes. Okay? So go somewhere with that. You are insane. Now, what is wrong with people sometimes? Forehead is here. I don't see her comment. I'm like, this is insanity. So like the whole rape thing came from George Stephanopoulos, him and ABC. So they're getting sued. And as you heard, he was convicted of like defamation, like I guess like sexual assault, which was not even anything. It wasn't even anything crazy. And I'm going to show you this lady. Hold on.
Trump's legal team contends Stephanopoulos' statements were made with actual malice or with a reckless disregard for the truth. Wednesday's ruling allows Trump to press forward with his lawsuit, a development he has touted as a major triumph over what he calls ABC fake news. The decision comes at a critical time, just weeks before ABC News.
That way, I'm not the victim, right? I'm not the victim.
You don't feel like a victim? I was not thrown on the ground and ravished. Which the word rape carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual. It hurt.
But I think most people think of rape as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
You see this?
Let's take a short break.
Think of the fantasy.
You see what she's saying? She said she thinks that grape is sexy. I'm like, the same woman you're saying was grape, she's saying she wasn't grape. And now she's saying is she finds that grape is actually really sexy. Even Anderson was like, what the heck? Is this woman crazy? She's a weirdo. And they just allow her to win because they wanted Trump to be a bad person. But otherwise, the woman is insane. She is unhinged. If she was not going against Trump, nobody would have given this woman a judgment or a victory, right? She is a nutcase. She's a nutcase. So here she is herself. Like, what are y'all even talking about? I'm telling you, get the F out the shade room. Get the F out of shade room. Stop following D.L. Hughley, okay? And actually follow intelligent people. You're going to learn a thing or two. Maybe 3, maybe 4. Can your head actually handle that? I don't know. Make it make sense. But here she is again.
I just say it's a fight. That way, I'm not the victim, right? I'm not the victim.
You don't feel like a victim? I
was not thrown on the ground and ravished. Which the word rape carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual. It hurt.
But I think most people think of rape as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
Let's take a short break.
Think of the fantasies.
We're just going to take a quick break. If you can stick around, we'll talk more on the other side.
You're fascinating to talk to.
Is he? He was so uncomfortable. So let me play this again. Okay? So here is George Stephanopoulos trying to force to say, oh, yeah, she was grape. The lady herself said she was not grape. Her feelings were just hurt.
The suit stems from a contentious interview with GOP Representative Nancy Mace back in March, where Stephanopoulos repeatedly claimed Trump was liable for raping writer E. Jean Carroll.
Today, I'm asking you a very simple question.
And I answered it. You're shaming me for my political choices.
I'm asking you a question about why you endorse someone who's been found liable for rape.
It was not a criminal court. This was a civil court. It was a civil court. And by the way, she joked.
However, in May of 2023, a court ruled that Trump was liable not for rape, but for sexual assault and defamation, awarding Carroll $5 million in damages.
And here she is again. Let me play it again so we don't get confused. Let's go.
I just say it's a fight. That way, I'm not the victim, right? I'm not the victim.
You don't feel like a victim? I
was not thrown on the ground and ravished. Which the word rape carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual. It hurt.
But I think most people think of rape as it is a violent
assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
Let's take a short break.
Think of the fantasies.
We're just going to take a quick break. If you can stick around, we'll talk more on the other side.
Okay.
You're fascinating to talk to.
All right. Let's get back here.
And Tim, they have lived amazing lives. And I am confident that they will lead with compassion, inclusion, and grace. But they are still only human. They are not perfect. And
so Trump is not a human being. She makes no sense. So Trump is not a human being. So they get to be, if they make mistakes, please understand that they're human, right? They're not perfect. They're not perfect. So Trump is not a human being. Hey, Ace, what's up, my love? Right? Trump is not a human being. Trump is not deserving also of compassion and understanding. Oh, but it's okay though. Joe Biden writes the crime bill. He's a human. People make mistakes. Kamala Harris, she locks up 1,900 people behind marijuana. Oh, it's okay. People make mistakes. Tim Walz is out here putting tampons in the boys' bathroom. Oh my gosh, he's human. People make mistakes. But when it's Trump, oh my gosh. Oh, his daddy had money. His daddy gave him money. Oh, he's a rich boy. Oh, he said black jobs. Oh, you're so fake. You are so fake. You are so fake. Make it make sense. You see this stuff? You see this stuff? So they pick and choose. If they like you, then they see you as a human being. If they don't like you, then they see you as what? Right? You people are crazy. She is insane. Wow, this woman is disgusting.
all of us, they will make mistakes.
Yeah, right.
But luckily, y'all, this is not just on them. No, this is up to us, all of us, to be the solution that we seek. It's up to all of us to be the antidote to the darkness and division. Look, I don't care how you identify politically, whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, or none of the above. This is our time to stand up for what we know in our hearts is right.
Exactly. And that part, I will agree with her. That part right here, I will agree with her. This is the time for people to stand up for what they know is right in their heart. So if you are for whatever these people are selling, you go over there, right? If you believe in families, if you believe that children deserve to have a safe studying environment, if you don't want no crazy LGBTQ curriculum on your kids, you don't want to see them crazy books in your child's school, you don't want to be forced to have to say weird pronouns. I mean, the list goes on, right? If you want to close the border, right? If you don't want the illegal migrants to have $13,000 in food stamp while you're sitting here starving, yeah, you also pick your side. Okay? You pick your side. Okay? You pick your side.
To stand up, not just for our basic freedoms, but for decency and humanity, for basic respect, dignity, and empathy, for the values at the very foundation of this democracy. It's up to us.
Yeah, when Trump got shot, they had no empathy for that man. Y'all some sick people.
To remember what Kamala's mother told her, don't just sit around and complain, do something.
Imagine if Trump said, don't just sit around and complain, do something. Oh, he's a racist because he has privilege. He thinks it's easy for everybody. You see, they pick, like people pick and choose, like based on if people like you or not, you're allowed to disrespect them, right? Come on, what can I say? Oh, don't just sit there and do something. Who's not doing something? I'm so confused, right? You're an Indian, you come to America, you immigrate to America, and you say, oh, do something. You do something. How about that? How about you go to Bangalore and do something? Okay. How about you go to Islamabad and do something? Okay. How about you go to where else? The Mumbai and do something. Do something, sis. I want you to see something. Do something. Okay. Make it make sense. But I'm like, if Trump had said that to people and there was black people in there and he said, oh, you know, you need to get up now and do something. Oh, because he's a rich man. He has white privilege. His dad made him rich. He started with his daddy's money. They pick and choose. We sure are not voting for a pastor. And we are done with these pastors also, Queen. We are done with the pastors. We are done. We are done. We are done. The same pastor who going to tell you all you need is faith, but he wants to make sure he has your money. No, we want money too. Everybody wants money and we want less taxes. We want our money.
So if they lie about her, and they will, we've got to do something.
Such as what? But imagine if Trump said, if they lie about JD Vance, do something. Oh my gosh, He's calling these white nationalists to an insurrection. Oh my gosh, they're going to do something to us, right? If Trump said, if they say something about her or say something about him, go ahead and do something, that would be perceived as a threat. Do something like what? Okay? Imagine if Trump said, if they talk badly, okay, about JD Vance, right? Y'all need to go ahead and do something. They're like, oh, look, he's planning to be a dictator. Oh my gosh, he is planning another insurrection. Oh my gosh, he's planning to weaponize the military, right? But it's okay for Michelle Obama to stand up there and be like, oh, if they talk about her, do something. No, you don't have to do something. She's a grown-ass woman. She chose to run for office, so she needs to pull up and defend herself, right? People have questions for her. People have the right to ask her questions. Like, who is she? What kind of weird immunity you trying to give to this woman because she's a woman? No, she don't get a pass. Trump is always outside. JD Vance is always outside. She's always running. Why does she get a pass? Trump is the quote unquote the rapist. Trump is the felon. Trump is so bad. Trump stole money, but yet Trump shows up everywhere you invite Trump. He shows up. And her, she's so perfect. She has a good heart. She works so hard. She's so amazing for the job. She loves this country so much. Then why is she running? Okay, why is she running? Why is she not outside? Because like y'all say, some of y'all say, oh, well, Kamala is a good person. Okay, then why is she not outside? Okay. 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 Let me play this for y'all. Okay.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Okay. Why is she running?
Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running?
Okay, why is she running?
If we see a bad poll, and we will, we got to put down that phone and do something.
No.
If we start feeling tired, if we start feeling that dread creeping back in, we got to pick ourselves up, throw water on our face, and what?
The economy has been bad for the past 3 years, Michelle Obama. Miss, I'm worth $200 million. Why don't you come out here and do something? Okay, gas price has been high, the food been high, everything out here has been quite high, Miss Thing. Why didn't you come outside and do something? Okay, how much they pay you, Michelle Obama? I would love to know how much they paid her for her to be on that stage with her foolishness. Okay, why are you running? Okay, you got to go and do something. For the past 3 years, why were you not out here fighting for the people? Miss Chicago, Southside Chicago, they out here displacing all these people. The migrants are taking everywhere, right? Why are you not outside? Where have you been? Oh, I forgot. Martha's Vineyard was calling your name. Okay. You might want to rethink liking her. What is there to like anyways? Imagine a woman who wants these dirty books in the classroom. What is there to like? She can stand up there and lie like this to millions of people? No.
We only have 2.5 months, y'all, to get this done. Only 11 weeks to make sure every single person we know is registered and has a.
But the problem, like William, what you don't understand, Will, right? The pressure is real. Like when they say the pressure is getting worse, it is real. Today, if you're a black man and you think about your money, you think about taxes, because most of these black women out here, they have bad credit. Let's be honest, right? Most black women will, if we want to be all the way 100, most black women out here, they have these degrees. They went to school. They majored in utter foolishness. Okay? Out of like maybe if you take 100 black women, maybe 2 or 3 majored in engineering. The rest of them is like foolishness. It's like English lit, marketing, African American studies, right? They major in utter foolishness. Do you not see that the majority of black women are foolish? Right? And this is how they pick their major. Psychology. Oh, they love that one. Okay? They always go for the easiest major because they don't want to challenge themselves. That's why you don't listen to these people. They're not competitive. A black woman rather go have a BBL than to commit herself to weight loss with exercise and proper diet. They don't have no discipline. They don't know what it is to work hard and to be someone who's actually like sane in the head and actually produce it. Like you are a producer, you are competitive. They don't know because they always look for the easy way out. Their hair don't grow. They go buy a bunch of weed from the poor Indian woman. Okay? They don't want to lose weight. They go in the Dominican Republic and they lay on these people's tables, and sometimes they might die. Okay? They always look for the easy way out. They're always looking for the easy way out. If they can't find a husband, they start being thoughts. Everything like, oh, give me the quick. That's just how they go. They go to school. They major in what? Public administration, human resource. What else? What's it called? What's the other one? Criminal justice, psychology. They pick the most goofiest majors that don't pay money once they graduate, right? That's what they do. They come out of school. They have all this student loan debt that they can't pay for. Right? And then when they come out, it's time to vote. You think they're going to vote about money and taxes? No. They want to vote for foolishness. Oh, she's black. I'm with her. Ski. She's an AKA. That's how they think. Whereas like most black men, right? They have to make money. They got to be providers. They can't afford the luxury of goofiness. That's why you got a lot of black women out here talking about, oh, they're 60 and they're looking for love because they think time is on their side. It's a very foolish group of people. And because nobody wants to check their bullshit, they keep going around here thinking they're special. How can Vivica Fox show up at the age of 60, talk about, oh, yeah, now she's ready for love? Girl, those days are gone. Get what you can. It's gone. Bye-bye. Right? So if you're a black man and you're a business owner, you have to think about your corporate taxes. You got to think about all of this. These are real concerns for you. You think she cares? No. The majority of these black women do not care what happens to a black man. They will gladly send you to prison because they want to have a whole crash dummy. Because you will be like, yo, if you actually care about this man, let him think about the best thing for his money. If you own a barbershop, you are a business owner. You got to pay property taxes, the state taxes, the federal government taxes. You got to pay your liability insurance, property insurance. You know, these girls don't think about that because all they know is how to spend money. A lot of them, they haven't built nothing. So when you don't build stuff, you don't understand how taxes matter. You can say, oh yeah, I'm going to vote for somebody based on skin color and gender. So when a black man has a barbershop, he's looking like, yo, I'm a businessman. Am I really trying to pay 28% in corporate taxes? I don't think so. So, of course, he wants to go more Republican because he's not trying to have this whole tax bill. Because not only you got to pay for the shop, you got to pay for your employees. You got to take care of yourself, your family. And a lot of black people, they take care of other people too. So he has a lot of expenses. You think these girls care? They don't care. Because I'm like, it makes perfect sense. Why would any businessman be a Democrat? Who's going to be like, oh, yeah, please tax me more money. I can't wait to be taxed more money. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. If this brother loses his shop tomorrow, they don't care. They're a bunch of terrorists. You want to see how these two girls trying to scare me? Oh, you're supporting a rapist because you think you're going to stick on me. I'm like, girl, bye. You're an idiot. You are an idiot. It doesn't work with me. Because I don't care for them. I don't care for the sisterhood. I don't care to be part of it. Because they're a bunch of deuces. Like, they're so damn slow. All they do is give each other bad advice every single day. They're like an amalgamation of stupidity. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Is it a curse at this point? Are you cursed? What is wrong with you? They don't care about money. They don't care. And maybe they don't have to care. Because maybe she can have an OnlyFans and have a bunch of simp give her money. Maybe she'll find a husband, right? Most women will have some type of rescue plan. When you're a man, you don't have that. You have to be mindful of your money. But if you do it and people find out, they're going to try to cancel you, go write all kinds of bad Yelp review. The same black people who scream racism, the day they find out that you want to vote Republican because you want to pay less taxes, they're going to drop on you like the KKK and destroy your business. They are so destructive. They're so mean. They're so diabolical. You'll never see them say, you know what? I don't agree, but I can see why you want to vote for this man because you have a business. No. They're like, oh no, don't like sabotage yourself, sabotage your business. Who does that? And they wonder why most black men who have a lot of money do not want to marry them because they don't understand money and they refuse to understand money. They don't take taxes seriously. Don't take nothing seriously. They think life is a joke. Ski? Like, make it make sense. So I'm like, that's why I'm like, I get the man. Like, some people who let the people have the stuff in their barbershop, they have to circle back. Oh no, I'm not attached to this because they were afraid. Because black people don't take it well when you don't think like them or you want to try something different. No, they want you to stay here, crabs in a barrel. Because God forbid you try something different and you have a better outcome. right? So they have to hold you over here. Like, no, that's not okay. You should be mindful of your money. As a man, you have to think about your money. You got to think about your taxes. You got to think about your property taxes. These are real concerns. So I'm like, if you feel as though the Republican Party has better policies for you, is working to have a better tax rate for you, that's exactly where you should go. Like, you really think 50 Cent is going to vote Democrat? No, he's not. The majority of Black celebrities are also voting Republican. They come out here and they push all this Democratic stuff, right? But who's going to go and vote against their own interests? Who's going to go and vote against their own wallet? Who's going to go and vote against their bank account? Okay? I'm supposed to sit here and think that Jay-Z, Sean Carter, is going to go vote for Democrat so he can pay 28% more taxes with Rock Nation? No, he's not. No, he's not. They come over here and they peddle all this Democratic stuff, right? But the majority of them are super rich. This woman here is worth like $100 million. So I'm supposed to sit here and believe that she wants to pay more taxes? No, she does not. You can say whatever you want to say in public because you know when you go in that urn to vote, it's between you and God. Who's going to know that you voted Republican? Who's going to know? I'm like, it's so silly. It is like, it's so silly to me. They don't care about money. They do not care about money. They're like, how many people even look at property taxes? Like, oh, wow, I wonder how much my husband has to pay in property taxes. They don't, because if they did, they would have a whole different conversation. Because when you start looking at bills, I'm talking like big bills, the mortgage, property taxes, estate taxes, all these taxes. You're like, oh my gosh, why is all my money going to taxes? This is excessive. This is excessive. But when you don't care about money, or when you're on welfare and you live off of other people's money, I can see why this party right here is very attractive to you because you're not ambitious. But tell me what ambitious person would want to be a Democrat? For what? Why would I want to pay more taxes? I don't care about the poor. I didn't make them poor. So not my problem. Okay? If I was poor, would somebody care about me? No. So why would I care about you? You're not my family. You're poor, and how's that my fault? How's that my fault? As if everybody here doesn't get a chance to have free public school from K through 12, right? Make the best of what you got. But it's nobody's responsibility to take care of the poor. Why are people who work hard responsible for carrying poor people on their backs? For what? For what? No, they're not my burden. They are not my burden. Like, they are truly not my burden. Oh, worry about the poor. Worry about the poor. I need to worry about myself and my kids and my family. I have enough to worry about. I have enough poor people in my own family. Why must I take care of poor people in society? Why am I being taxed for this? And then now it's not just the poor, the citizens poor. Now they want you to take care of the poor from other countries who are coming here illegally and have all this money and all these resources. Why am I paying for this? Why am I paying for this? Do I look like UNICEF? Do I look like the United Nations? Like this is just madness. It is madness. Why do I have to pay for illegal immigrants? Did I tell them to come here? They're not my problem. They're not my burden. I don't wish them harm, but they're truly not my concern. And I don't want my taxes to go and take care of people that I never told to come to America. It's not my problem. It is not my problem. It is not my problem at all. You chose to come here, figure it out. Why are my taxes going to help you? What? ¿Por qué? Explain that to me. Like, no, not doing this. Vote for Trump. Vote for Trump. And we're going to close these borders and restore some order. We're going to figure out this money thing. What the heck? We are like, these people are insane. They see like, oh, 27, how much they sent to Ukraine? I don't even know. Hold on. Let me see. Like insanity at this point. Okay. Who even knows how much money? Okay. So far, they've sent $175 billion. Y'all see this? Okay. So they sent $175 billion, maybe more, to Ukraine. Okay. Look how much Ukraine got. Look how much Ukraine got. And you see all these black women, the majority of these black women, they're not triggered by this. They think it's normal because they don't understand money. Because I'm like, any person who understands, like, yo, $175 billion, that's our money. These are our taxes. Why are you sending this to Ukraine? Any normal person be like, you know what? Y'all getting fired. This is crazy. right? $175 billion. And they're sitting here, they're coming over here. Oh my gosh, Trump said black job. Trump said black job. Look how dumb they are. Look how stupid they are. All they did, I'm not even gonna say it. Look how stupid they are. They're out here. I'm like, when you think about the war in Ukraine, the war in Israel, right? It's giving a heist. You are witnessing a heist. This is a bank heist on the Treasury. Because who has the money? It's the Treasury. Who prints our money? It's the Treasury. This is a heist. These people are creating problems for nothing just to find a way to take money out of our bank account. They are robbing the the U.S. Treasury. Do you not see that this is a bank heist? Are you slow? Did you not watch Ocean 11, Ocean 12? It's a heist. You are witnessing a heist. They create conflicts that don't even mean nothing. This is so irrelevant. Out of the blue, out of thin air. Now they have an issue with Ukraine, Russia. You don't have an issue with Russia. Ukraine does not need to be part of NATO. Okay? They don't need to. They're fine. You go, oh no, it has to happen now. It has to happen now. Right? Because you know we have a budget for war. We have a $715 billion budget for war. So let's start some wars so we can find a way to rob the federal government. This is a heist. It is a heist. Now, this is pure madness. And the majority of these black women are not triggered. They're not triggered. Their kids go to school, these rundown public schools, they're not triggered. Their kids barely have textbooks, they're not triggered. Like, oh my gosh, we could have so much more if we kept the $175 billion here in America. They never talk money. The majority of black women voters will never talk money. They're going to tell you, oh, she black, she got a vagina, she's an AKA, she went to Howard Ski. Okay, that's all they know. They're so damn silly. They are so silly. And they do this goofy shit on the global stage. I'm like, the world is looking at y'all and how y'all go about making decisions for how to vote. Oh, I'm with her because she's a woman. That's it. That's it. That's all you care about. Like, you cannot listen to these people. You got to do what's in your best interest, especially what's in the best interest of your bank account. Anybody who offers you less taxes, go and vote for that person because you need your money. You need your money. Anybody who's friendly to small businesses, anybody who has loans for small businesses with good interest rates for those loans, that's where you go. That's where you vote. Because unlike those people, you actually want to leave money for your kids. Okay? Unlike those people, you respect what Donald Trump's dad was able to do for him. Like, you know what? I would love to give something to my kids also. It might not be $1 million. It could be $50,000 cash. It could be $100,000 cash, right? Would you not like to leave some type of money for your kids? Wicked people. Because nobody gave them something. They want their children to start off life with nothing. Because they're freaking evil. Because otherwise, when you look at Donald Trump's dad, like, you know what? The fact that he gave his son $1 million to go and pursue whatever he wants to pursue, that's amazing. I wish my dad would have gave me $1 million or even 100,000, right? But most parents should think about that. You should want to have something for your kids. They're always glorifying struggle. That's all they know. Like, make it make sense. How can you hate on that? That's the job of a parent. But because people over here are so accustomed to leaving nothing for their kids besides problems. They die and they leave problem. Even the whole funeral thing is expensive. There's no money because most black parents do not have a will. They don't have death insurance. They don't have like funeral insurance. They have no type of insurance. So when they die, the kids have to come out of pocket. It's freaking evil. Other communities, their parents, they plan ahead because they know, guess what? People die. I don't care about the poor, Liz. I don't care about the poor. I really do not. I'm going to tell you this. That whole goofy Jesus stuff, I'm not into that. I don't care about the poor. My responsibility is to my kids. I have 3 boys. I want my kids to be extremely successful. I don't care about the poor. I did not make them poor. So like, if you feel like the poor matter and you are willing to part with a big piece of your paycheck to help the poor, Liz, by all means, go vote accordingly. Me, Marlene, I don't care about the poor. I did not make them poor. They're not my burden. Okay? They're not. My burden I have 3 boys. Those people right there are my burden. So for them, I want the best school district. I want the cleanest school possible. I want like the smallest teacher to students to teacher ratio, right? I want my kids to go in school, like to go to school where most kids come from 2-parent household. Yes, I do. Okay. I want my children to have a full ride scholarship based on academic achievement. Okay. So I don't know. The poor are not my concern. I don't wake up and think about the poor. Do you ask Beyonce, does Beyonce think about the poor? She charges for everything. Do Rihanna think about the poor? I don't know. I don't care. They're not my problem. I worry about myself. Exactly. I'm not worried about the poor. This is America. You have a chance here to work hard and try to be what you can be. I want to be rich. 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 The day that my kids want to buy a house, if they need $100,000 down payment, $200,000 down payment, I'm like, okay, I got it. Because guess what? Mommy planned for a day such as I'm being very serious. I want my kids to be utterly successful. I don't want my kids to struggle. If James Stefan has to buy a house, I don't want them to scratch their head like, oh, how am I gonna get the down payment? No, I have it. Because Daddy and I, we planned for this. So that's my concern. The kids that I brought to this world, they're my problem. And I guess my parents too, right? But right now, even my parents are working. Okay, my mom's working, my dad's working. So why are the people not working? You know, and that's the challenge I give to my mom. Yo, I'm gonna be very consistent this year, right? I'm here for me. I'm gonna do me. I had a friend ask me, like, oh, if Trump asked you to work for him, would you? I said, absolutely, I would. The heck? The heck? If it was Beyonce, I would say, as you wouldn't say no, huh? Why would I be ashamed? All these rappers who sing degeneracy, are they embarrassed by that? When Ice Spice is out here traveling in a private jet because she makes music, like, oh, you think you're the fart? You're not even the shit, right? So it's okay for her to make money promoting degeneracy. You're not even, you think you're the ish? You're not even the fart. Like, what is this? Right? It's okay for Sexy Red to have boku money and go, hello, do telephone. That's okay, right? But you think if Trump offers, I'm like, if Trump offers me a job and the pay is magnificent and I get to do what I want to do, yes, I will take the job. It's going to be my black job. You think you're going to shame me? Girl, bye. Imagine somebody who listens to drill music trying to shame you about taking a job. I will take the job. Okay? Because y'all can't stand to see people have opportunities. That's why they were so mad at Michaela, because Michaela, she made an opportunity for herself. And now she can say she knows a billionaire. The majority of people, if they met a billionaire, racist or not, they're like, oh, damn, that's a billionaire. Because how often do you meet a billionaire? How often do even black billionaires spend time with black people? I'm waiting. Have you ever seen Jay-Z pull up at the Chick-fil-A to say hi to black people? No, he don't. But Trump will, though. So I told her that. If Trump gives me a job, I sure am taking it. What have black people done for me? Okay? I got to take care of my kids. Trump says, hey, Marlene, I'm paying you 200, 500, $1 million. Baby, I'm out. Okay? I'm going to be like Nene Leakes. They're cashing the Trump checks. It's not offensive. They need to make it offensive. They're not really offended. You know, when he went to the whole meeting thing with the black journalists, right? They were expecting him to say something so outrageous, but because there really wasn't there, like there wasn't much that was said. So, okay, let's try to make a big deal out of black jobs. I'm like, okay, what is that, a pejorative? Is now a slur? Is black job a racial slur? They're so damn desperate, these people. Right? But they're going to turn around the same breath, call the next black woman the B word and all kinds of stuff, right? Me, Marlene, I'm going to tell you all this. Let's say Trump sees my live and he say, girl, I need you by tomorrow. I'm out. I'm grabbing my little baby Maverick. We're going. How much you paying, sir? I will do my black job. And guess what? I'm going to do it well. Doing it well. Okay? I represent my channel. Okay? Straight out of the DMV. Doing it well. I have no shame. If Beyonce can be a mother of 3 out here with her butt cheeks doing country music, begging for some money, okay, I can go work for Trump. I'm going to work my black job. Okay? I'm gonna work my black job. Oh yes, Kevin. And Kevin, I'm calling you too. I'm like, oh, my brother wants to work too. Can Kevin have a job? Yeah, but Kevin, let's go, Kevin. Okay, y'all. But I'm gonna call all of y'all. We about to go get a job because these bills have to be paid. Okay? No, your shame tactics do not work. Your fear don't work. We are leaving. We left the plantation a long time ago. Okay? We left the plantation a long time ago. Because we're going to work. If he offers us a job, it's a respectful job. It's a well-paying job. It's going to be my black job. That's it. Okay? When Candace Owens was out here, she used to be broke. Candace used to have no money. She went to Daily Wire. These people made her a multimillionaire. Black people had nothing for her. Then she married that white man. Now she's in the private jets. Oh my gosh, her black job. Okay? Like, please. They don't want to see you level up. They want you to stay on this plantation and just content yourself with the little and all these high taxes. No. And I've said this to myself. I said, the day I become rich, I'm putting all my money in a trust just so I don't pay taxes. When I tell you I'm gonna make these people work hard to get my money, you don't understand. Oh, no. You're not about to use my money to go take care of people. You're not gonna use my money to go buy groceries. Nope. I will put my money in a trust. I will hire the best. I'm like, when I tell you I'm gonna hire the best attorneys just so I can like do all kinds of my money, I will put my money in a trust. Exactly, Kaj. We're gonna work, Kaj. We are going to work. You don't have to cuss. You don't have to twerk. You don't have to demean yourself. You don't have to be promiscuous, right? All you do is you sit here and you talk politics. That's not hard. I got time for this. But they're so triggered. Oh my gosh, you support Trump. But when Meg Thee Stallion sings about swallow, like the plan B, I take plan B like a cereal, then they don't have a problem, right? When Sexy Red talks about her yeast infection, they're not triggered. Can you imagine? People have regressed into such a dark version of themselves, right? That they get triggered when you have intellectual conversations. They're triggered. If you sing all kinds of nasty stuff, promiscuity stuff, they're not triggered because to be filthy is now the status quo, right? To live in filth. My sister sent me a picture today of Sexy Red. Y'all should see how she's calling her lip glosses, you guys. It is so nasty. She got a yeast infection. Oh my gosh. She has a lip gloss that she's calling yeast infection. I said, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. How much more are we going to suffer these people? We will separate ourselves. Yes, I'm going to take that job. Yeah, I'm going to take that job. We all going to take that job. Like, who wants to pay taxes? No. You see Candace? Candace has like 3 million followers, right, on YouTube, like 3 million subscribers on YouTube, right? What she do? She sits here and she talks. She doesn't twerk. She's not promiscuous. She has, yes, like yeast infection. Oh, they're so nasty, Kevin. Gonorrhea. There's one lip gloss called gonorrhea. I said, my goodness. Because that's the standard now. And these people vote Democrat. So therefore, I got to remove myself. Because I don't, this ain't me. I don't do that. Because it's so low vibrational. Like when we grew up, like being a Democrat, it was like kind of like in the middle. You know, it wasn't like that far left, right? As time has progressed, being a Democrat now is the epitome of being an abomination. I refuse. I don't want that. I want to be black. I want to be conservative, right? I want to be very bougie and calm. I want to live a life of luxury. I don't want foolishness in my life. I want to be around intelligent people who can actually have sound, meaningful conversation that also help you. I want to be around people who can pour into me constructively, right? So yes, I told her, if he offers me a job, I am taking the job, my black job. Next, whatever. Like, please.
A voting plan. So,
no, they're not. Yeah.
We cannot afford for anyone America to sit on their hands and wait to be called. Don't complain if no one from the campaign has specifically reached out to you to ask you for your support. There is simply no time for that kind of foolishness.
And you know what the real foolishness is? You got Michelle Obama over here telling people to go campaign for this woman when you don't even know what her policies are. So let's say people, okay, fine, I want to go campaign for Michelle Obama. You're gonna do what? You knock on people's doors. Go vote for Michelle. Go vote for Kamala Harris. Okay, what are her policies? How can you tell people? How can you tell people to go and fight, campaign for this lady when nobody knows her policies? Nobody knows. So we don't know what she's doing. Oh no, she has a big heart. Michelle Obama says she has a big heart. She got a big, big heart. Sometimes she's not perfect, but remember, she's human. Okay? How are they going to go knock on doors to say what? There's no policy. She's hiding everything. So they go, they knock on doors, and they say what exactly? She has a big heart, a really big heart. Like foolishness.
You know what you need to do.
This is the world's first reusable cotton swab.
It isn't saying.
It can remove up to 10 times more.
So, consider this to be your official ask. Michelle Obama is asking you, no, I'm telling y'all to do something.
If Trump said, I'm asking y'all, I'm telling y'all to do something. Oh, he's a dictator. He's a dictator. Imagine if Trump had said, I am telling y'all to do something. Ah, he's a dictator. That's dictatorship. He's trying to tell you what to do. Exactly. I'm like, you go and you knock on doors. Kevin, nobody knows what this woman's policy is. We just heard her yesterday. She said, oh, she'll do like the price gouging or whatever. Like she's gonna try to stop the price from going up. She's gonna freeze, like the government's gonna determine the price of food. I'm like, girl, we're not in China. Okay. We don't do that over here. Right. But I'm like, most people don't even know what her policies are. So if you, let's even say like you really believe in this crap because you like Michelle Obama, so you want to go knock on doors. Okay, you knock on the door. Hey, ma'am, are you going to vote for Kamala Harris? Like, yeah, I would like to. Tell me more about her. What you going to say? With your black job to go canvassing the streets trying to get people to vote for this lady, right? With your black job, with your black non-for-profit job, with your black time, okay? You knock on people's doors. It's, oh, yeah, I would love to. Tell me more. What you going to say? She has a big heart. She has a real big heart. Okay? Sometimes she makes mistakes, but remember, she's human. That's it. Nobody knows what this woman's policies are. So you cannot go canvassing for her. How? To say what? Do they even have brochures to give to people? No. Because what you going to put in the brochure? Donate money? Exactly. But she's like, I'm telling y'all, if Trump had said, I'm telling y'all, it would have been a problem. Ooh, Joy Reid, honey, and her unprospering follicles. Okay? They give them a pass because they know these women are mediocre. She's mediocre. She can't do it. Okay? And you know the thing about truck drivers too, Will? They are signing a bill. I think they're signing an agreement that by 2035, all truck drivers are going to have to go electric. So I'm like, all the black truck drivers, they have to go vote for Trump. Electric for what? Like, what? I'm like, truck drivers, I'm like, do you know how many miles they drive in a single day? I'm like, first and foremost, how long does it take to like fill up a car when you're electric, to charge a car? How long does that take? Now imagine an 18-wheeler, a 24-wheeler, you're going to make that thing electric? Yes. That's what Joe Biden wants. And then people, Kamala Harris, they want all truck drivers to go fully electric by 2035. I'm like, that's less than 10 years. So you want these people to go and buy whole new trucks. Are you insane? And I'm like, and then the thing, you see, even the Teslas, like when it's too cold, these Teslas, they start dying. Like you can't drive a Tesla when it's too cold. It's like for California out there, right? But how are we going to have 18-wheelers, 24-wheelers who are like straight up electric? That makes no sense. You know, and all these black truck drivers are being quiet. You need to read what these people are signing into law, quote unquote, for climate change. Shut up. It's for your portfolio. Be quiet. You think we're stupid? Because they're investing in trucks, so they need people to go buy these new trucks. But there's nothing wrong with the regular trucks they have. If a truck driver still has a very good truck, why you got to throw away the truck to buy a whole new truck? That makes no sense. There are more gas stations than you have like these charging stations. Right. And on top of that, for a truck, an 18-wheeler truck, like, Will, how many miles do you drive a week? Let us know. I'm like, who comes up with this thing? Oh, climate change. Oh, shut up. Be quiet. Just scamming ass. They're freaking crazy.
Because you all, this election is going to be close. In some states, just a handful, listen to me, a handful of votes in every precinct could decide the winner. So we need to vote in numbers that erase any doubt. We need to overwhelm any.
Oh, be quiet. Let me show y'all. Hold on.
Down the trucking industry. Let's find out what it is. Let's go.
California. They don't mess around when it comes to gas, fuel, or diesel. Right here, New York Times. Title reads, California to require half of all heavy trucks sold by 2035 to be electric. In California, they don't want you pumping gas. They want you plugging in and boosting that electricity. They want to turn the oil fields and tear them down, turn them in to the power grids. Is it good or is it bad? Well, Carol Davenport, she reports here in the New York Times article that by the year 2035, half of all tractor trailers sold must be electric. Now, just last year, California passed a law, same foundation, but for passenger vehicles. So by 2035, the same year, that half of all passenger vehicles that are sold in California must be electric. I don't know how they're going to structure that. I could just picture it now at the dealership. They'd be like,
and my thing is, what happens if those grids, like, you know, because of like weather, climate, things can happen, right? What happens if the grids are down? So those trucks are going to do what? Not going to work?
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. And with your home, auto, boat, and RV all bundled with Progressive, you're free.
What's going on, guys? Today's video, we are going to be talking about the government want to have all zero-emission trucks and vehicle by 2035.
Why?
What y'all think about this owner-operator and small moms and pops owners? Let me know in the comment what y'all think, man. And check this video out right here.
A trucker from Ohio is warning that California's zero emission standards will have a catastrophic consequences for the entire trucking industry.
Yeah.
That trucker is Monty Wiederhold, and he joins me now. So, California wants to impose their standards across the trucking industry, zero emissions. What if it's applied to you in Ohio? What effect on your business?
Well, Stuart, it's going to have be a real game changer. And if I could say, the reason I used the term catastrophic was over 20 years ago, the EPA basically moved the goalposts on truckers, and they made the engine manufacturers come out with trucks that had not been thoroughly tested. So we had a lot of our members, thousands of truckers, lots of companies nationwide. They lost their trucks. They lost their businesses because these trucks were broke down more than they on the highway. And so this is more of that right there, where we had a deal with the EPA because we were going to, they were going to keep California from dictating policy for the rest of the country. The EPA has now changed their tune on that, and this DC lawsuit kind of confirms that. So this is a kind of a real kick in the teeth here. And instead of looking at us like we are the problem, we move 73% of the economy here.
Yeah, man, we move 73% of the economy here, man. I guess he forgot about COVID when all the shelves was empty and all that, and they had to put out
effort to suppress us. Our fate is in our hands. In 77 days, we have the power to turn our country away from the fear, division, and smallness of the past. We have the power to marry our hope with our action.
We go again with hope. People need money. She's talking about hope. Like this woman is insane.
We have the power to pay forward the love, sweat, and sacrifice of our mothers and fathers and all those who came before us. We did it before, y'all, and we sure can do it again. Let us work like our lives depend on it. And let us keep moving our country forward and go higher. Yes, always higher than we've ever gone before as we elect the next president and vice president of the United States, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Thank you all. God bless.
Bunch of foolishness. Bunch of foolishness. You know what I mean? So I'm like, people, oh, sorry. How's my hair going? I can't even think right now. Okay. It's a lot of foolishness. They're traitors because they have people convinced that Trump is the bad guy. Child, Kevin, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Exactly. Because she wants to be relatable. It's all a costume to these people. Everything is a costume. Everything, they're so performative. They are so performative. Okay. So my people, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Tomorrow I'll be back. I'll do her husband tomorrow. I didn't think I was going to take this long today, but I had so much to share, right? It is what it is, okay? So hopefully you don't mind. The other live, I'm going to re-upload it because I have it. I'm put it on Patreon. I'm going to put it up here also. Hopefully I don't get like the copyright, whatever, right? But tomorrow I'll be back and we'll do Obama's version because Obama also gave a speech. So I got time for him also, okay? But it's like, you need to be woke. You need to be alert because these people are up to no good. They are truly up to no good. They are, for her to sit up there and lie like this. I'm like, I was so triggered yesterday. I'm like, how can she do something like this? But why would she not? People are so damn stupid. Okay? People are so damn stupid. Oh, we're going to be back outside tomorrow. But I've been here for like almost like 8 hours. So I have to go. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all the super chats. I really appreciate you, right? The new people who came here with good vibes and good attitude. Thank you so much. Okay? Everybody else, I hope you learned. Oh, they're seriously evil, Kevin. Oh, they're banning books. Tell the people what book it is, Michelle. You know, like part of me sometimes, I want to do like relationship content. Then another part of me is like, no, I need to do political content because people don't know stuff because they lie so much, right? Oh, Trump committed the rape. The lady herself said, oh, no, he never raped me. Like, what? And she even said she think grape is sexy. I was like, what? Even Anderson was like, girl, this woman is weird. I'm like, what the heck? You saw the convictions for yourself. So now you know it's fugazi. Every conviction pertains to a general entry or like a check he wrote. And it wasn't properly it wasn't properly categorized in the general ledger. That's it. Doing the very most. It is, I'm like, it's just madness. You know, you heard Joe Biden say out of his mouth, oh, yeah, Storm Thurmond was a racist. And yet you took pictures with the man. You asked the man for help. You were at his eulogy. Then they're going to hit you. Oh, Trump is a racist. Oh, please miss me with that. Miss me. Maybe one day I'll just sit here and like do a whole live debunking every lie they told about Trump. I might do that. I don't know. Okay. But thank you, y'all. I got to go get some food and see my baby. My sister came to help me. She's the Maverick Whisperer. When she shows up, like I can do my lives quietly because she can handle Maverick. Okay. But thank y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back with my co-host. Gotta go. Bisous. See you tomorrow. Yeah, it needs to be done. Bye, peoples. Love y'all so much. Love you. Love you.